What's going on, everybody? We are here. It is time for the NBA draft, man.
Yes, yes.
Got my guy Deuce, got my guy Willie with me, man. We are here at the Soaring Eagle Casino. We are live. We are having a ball. We got Herman and the team in the back, man. Tim McCormick, Mo Pete, Greg Kelser. We all here, man. It's a big party, man. I I can't stress enough. I cannot stress enough how important this draft is, fellas.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
this is part of turning the next page, going into the winning. Um,
Yep.
Listen, we got to come out front with the draft predictions. Are we picking? Are we trading? Who are we picking? Willie, I'm gonna start with you, man.
Well, first things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. It's your boy, Big Willie Styles. For me, honestly, I would, if it was up to me, I would trade the pick. And reason why I say we'd trade the pick is because we already have a young nucleus already going into this draft, get another guy. A lot of these guys, they got potential, but there's still a lot of unknown with the guys who we're drafting that from that fifth position. So to add that on to what we already have, to me, I think it's kind of staggering for us. I wouldn't mind to see the young guy, but I would prefer the trade to see if we can get us some veterans in. We need some veterans behind the young guys that we already have. Like, we got a nucleus already of the young guys with Cade and Ivy and Durant and Stewart. Bagley's still young. A lot of the guys are still second, third year players, and to grab another one, I think that would kind of stagnate us a little bit. So for me, if it was up to me, I would trade that pick, see if we can get some veteran leadership, some veteran additions as far as like on the offensive side or defensive side to help get this team to the next level. Because for me, I don't feel that we're that far off. I know last year we had the worst record in the league, but that was an anomaly because, like I said, our main guy was hurt. A lot of the guys was hurt. They set him for the regular season. So I think that the expectations, it still could be that with the new coach coming in, we should be able to make some type of noise as far as taking that next step and get some veterans in here to do that. I would go that route, but we're going to see.
All right, so Deuce, man, what do you think, man? We trade, we pick. What do we do?
I think we're keeping the pick. Um, I'm with you, King. I'm with you, King, or I'm with you, Willie, as far as the veteran leadership because we do need
Anybody,
that.
Greg? Anybody?
But I think we're going to do that more so in free agency because
Yeah,
I look at the guys who are available. You
yeah,
look at Kyle
yeah.
Kuzma,
We got notes for.
you look at Cam Johnson, guys like that. Um, y'all know who my guy is as far as the draft. I'm not going to get into it right now, but there's a very particular guy I'm looking at as far as the draft. But I do think we're going to keep this pick. I think we are going to draft that 5. I don't think Troy's going to make any moves. I feel like if he would have made the moves, it would have been yesterday or the day before. Because think about last year, he traded Jeremy Grant for that first round pick. And then the next day, which was the draft, he flipped that pick in order to get Jalen Durham. So I think at this point with the draft, in a few minutes, basically, we're going to go ahead and draft that 5. And then in a few minutes, we can talk about who we're going to take because I know you got some ideas too, King, as far as who you're going to take.
All right. So, um, listen, man. I think we take a pick. I think we take a pick. I think it adds another young guy to help with the core that we have. I did some explaining in my last video, man, about what we have already with our three guys, our three core guys being Cade, Ivy, and Jalen Duran. So now you're adding the guys to help to go around. You develop those guys. You look at some of the teams in the past, Golden State, the Suns.
Yeah.
They developed those guys first, and then they brung guys around to take them to that next step, man. But I just want to do a roll call, man. Carl Collins in the comments. Marvin, I see you
What's
in
going
here.
on?
Devon,
C2.
everybody, all of my regulars are here. It's been a blast covering this draft, man. We got a lot of fun information for y'all tonight for these guys. But I have something special for you fans tonight.
Let's hear it.
Got a signed basketball for you. We got a raffle going on, man. We got a basketball, and we have a Herman Moore Pistons jersey. These are rare. These are very rare. So the raffle, I'm going to drop the raffle in the description right here in the comment section. You guys need to click it, man, and go ahead. This is going to fill up real fast. It's going to go real fast, man. This is an autograph ball. You have Gregory Kelser, Mo Pete, Tim McCormick, and of course Herman Moore himself. So make sure you guys go ahead and click the link, click that link,
Yeah.
and go ahead and get yourself in tune. There's the link. You better hurry up. It's gonna fill up fast.
Let me see that. Let me see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's love right
There
there.
we go. We take a picture. This is all live, by the
Y'all,
way.
Now, it
y'all
is-
playing. I'm gonna go ahead and take
Look,
that ball.
if Vic Willie wins this ball, are the people gonna be upset? Because I'm liking these autographs I'm seeing right
yeah,
now.
they gonna be. I'm gonna be
Listen,
upset.
So if Big Willie wins this ball, we're gonna call the police.
I'm saying it was rigged. It was rigged.
You
man.
had to set up the whole time.
Right. So once again,
Yeah,
man,
suspect.
this jersey is so dope.
Yeah, I'm
It's so
fire.
dope. Yes, he's going to sign this jersey.
Herb-
Herman Moore signed Pistons jersey.
Yes.
Oh, that you got to frame that.
You get
Yeah,
to rock
yeah,
this
yeah.
to the arena. Let me turn this around. You get to
Yeah, show
rock
the
this
other
to
side.
the arena. You get to put this in a glass case in your background.
Yeah.
You know, I might steal it and put it in the background of my videos, but okay, all right, okay, all right,
We got a little more time.
all right. So you have until 9 o'clock. You have 1 hour exactly to click that link
Yep.
and get yourself in that wrap. What's up, Frank? I see you in here.
Yeah, let me see who in here. Man.
So listen, I guess we can talk a little bit individually on some of the guys that we've enjoyed watching film over.
Yeah.
First and foremost, Deuce, we got to talk about it because he's been the top guy out there on social media that a lot of Pistons fans want,
Yeah.
and that's Cam Whitmore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cam Whitmore, man.
Man, okay. So, first of all, let me say this. We were 17 and 65 last year, right? Now, understandably, we understand we had guys out, but we didn't win a lot of games last year. So, I feel like whoever we take in this draft is going to help us. It's going to help our depth. It's going to help us as a team. It's going to build our talent. I want to get that out the way. Now, the guy that I want is Cam Whitmore. I want Cam Whitmore. Yeah, it's so many things about him that I like, man. He's 6'7", 230. This past season, what he averaged? 12 and a half points, 5 rebounds, half a block, steal. He averaged about a turnover a game, which concerned me a little bit, but he's not going to be the primary ball handler if he comes here because we got Ivy. So he'd be more so of a finisher. And he's really, really good in the open court. To be 230 and to have the type of first step that he has, once he gets you on the sip, it's over.
Right.
Now,
Go ahead.
did realize that with Whitmore, we didn't get a chance to see a lot of him because he was injured during the season.
Yeah.
But the size, like you said, is definitely something that we can pay attention to. That's something, and then his athleticism.
Right.
Young, athletic, size. There's definitely an attribute that we can have, bringing him into the Pistons. So I'm with you. I like Cam. I'm leaning towards someone else, but if we take Cam, listen, I'm for it.
So here's the thing for me. It's a couple more things about Cam I want to get into real quick because I want to hear what you think, what y'all think too. So the first thing for me with Cam is I'm looking at his work ethic. I'm looking at his background. I'm looking at his family because we know Troy Weaver is a guy that doesn't just draft basketball players.
Right.
He's drafting men.
Right.
He just said last week he will put his locker room up against anybody.
Absolutely.
So he's looking for character guys.
Absolutely.
Now, Cam Whitmore is a guy that his father's an Army vet. Right? He's he's military vet. So what I'm saying is that his father said that every morning Cam will wake him up at 5 a.m. to go work out.
Yep.
So just that work ethic right there. And the other thing, and the last thing, I'm looking at the guys in this draft, right? Out of the top 7 guys, right? You got Wemby, 19 years old. Scoot, 19 years old. Brandon Miller, 19 years old. Thompson twins, 20 years old.
Right.
Jarris Walker, 19 years old. Even Taylor Hendricks, 19 years old. Cam Whitmore, 18 years old. He's young, man. So he has a high ceiling, and I think he's a perfect fit here. So that's my piece on Cam Whitmore. I'm gonna let y'all do y'all thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Cam is still at the top of my list.
Yeah.
Still at the top of my list. For me, he just offers the most of what I want. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? With his size, his strength, that first step is absolutely elite,
Man.
for that size. Watching film with this guy just constantly blowing by guys,
Yep.
man, creating space, getting himself some shots. You know what I'm saying? With Cam Whitmore. Oh, wait. We got to pause. Mr. Mo Pete is coming.
That was
Here,
quick.
I'm going to give him my headset.
Yep.
Yo. Hey, y'all, we got Mo Pete in the building. Yes, sir. What's going on, brother? Deuce, nice to meet you, man. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Big Willie Styles, how you doing? We got a Flintstone in the building, y'all. Come on,
here,
now.
y'all. Yes, sir. We got a legend in the building.
Mo Peterson is in the building now. Mo
Pete.
Pete, you was drafted in 2000, of course, so you know this experience. You know what these guys feeling right now. So can you give us like a walkthrough of like what it's like being in that area that of being ready to get drafted, get your name to be called? How does that feel?
Man, I'm not gonna hold you up, man. I was nervous, man. No. I mean, it was like a anxious, nervous, excited. Looking at all the hard work, that I put in, and now it's about to pay off. Where my name is about to be drafted. I'm about to walk across the stage, and David Stern gonna shake my hand. And I was trying to play out the whole moment, But man, when I got drafted, man, it was like a dream come true. Real talk.
I can listen. I know that feeling had to be great. Now, also, with you coming out, you also had your brother come out too, Mateen Cleese. Y'all both came out in the same draft.
Sir.
So tell me what that feeling like when you first heard your brother get his name called and your name called. How was you guys? Was you hyped? Was you excited? What was that like?
We was crying, man. We was like, Mo always crying too.
Right.
Yeah.
But
sure.
Man, it was an exciting time. I mean, how often did you get an opportunity? One of your best friends.
Yeah.
We've been playing against each other since we were 8 years old. To get drafted in the same year, then play our first NBA game against each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, we couldn't have scripted it. We couldn't have scripted it no better, man.
So
to see him get drafted, I was kind of more happy to see him go, and he was more happy to see me get drafted because he, I saw the hard work he put in. He saw the hard work that I put in.
Listen, you guys are a staple in the state, man. That Flintstone connection is amazing. And like you said, you were so happy to see your brother get drafted. So you can understand what the Thompson twins are going through because it's like, their brothers, they're protected. They could go back to back.
Right. Man, I know, right?
That would be like, see? I know that household is going nuts right now. But with these guys getting drafted, I know you had a nice solidified NBA career, 12 seasons, mostly with the Toronto Raptors. What advice would you give these guys going into, see what type of longevity they can have, what they need to do, what they need to work on, like what they should be preparing for?
That's a good question, man. One thing, if I can tell it, when I talk to the young guys, I tell them, I say, get with some vets that's been doing it.
Right.
Because you want to get, I want to last 10 years. I want to last 15 years. What I'm going to do? I'm going to get with the guys that's been lasting 10, 15. How you take care of your body?
Mm-hmm.
What you eat. I had Charles Oakley, Kevin Willis, Mark Jackson, Muggsy Bogues, Vince Carter, Alvin Williams, Corliss Williamson, who else? Kevin Willis, all on the same team.
Wow.
Chris Childs, when I was a rookie first couple of years.
Yes.
So I just picked their brains, man, and I stayed around
Childs.
Chili.
Oh, man.
Right.
Rest in peace, Cole.
Exactly.
I just tell them, if that's what you want to do, you got to put yourself around people. Always watch film. And then once you get to the league, or you got millions of kids looking at you saying, I'm going to come take your spot.
Oh, most definitely. Now,
that's true.
For you.
I got. Let me ask him. Let me ask you one question. Because you talked about the draft.
Yep.
As far as your college career, bro, y'all won a title together, man. What was that like playing for Coach Izzo, man? Like playing with your boy team, man. It was so crazy. Like watching y'all when y'all won, and the confetti came down and he jumped into your arms. It was funny because that same year, it was funny because that was the year the Lakers won. Yep. And Kobe jumped into Shaq's arm. I'm like, they copying off Kobe. They trying to do what we did. Like y'all did. What was that like though, bro?
Man, it was like a dream come true. First of all, to play for Coach Izzo, you got somebody that kind of care more. Like you tell him what you're trying to do, he gonna hold you accountable to it. He gonna care about it more than you,
right?
And you gonna want to run through a brick wall for him because he gonna have your back,
right?
And that's how we all we got better not because me was to get in the gym,
right?
When I went to the gym, I called one of my teammates, be like, "Hey, what you doing? Come on, let's go get in the gym." Next thing you know, after a while, all of us was getting in the gym doing extra, and it just became that norm.
The culture.
So it's like we all had a genuine love for each other. It wasn't a fake. But it's just, man, I'm trying to see my brother succeed. I'm trying to see, one person is not bigger than a team.
Right.
And for us to do it together, man, that's one of the reasons why we came back my senior year.
Right.
Because we got to the Final Four the year before. and it was like, man, we got unfinished business. We know we can go to the NBA. You know, it's gonna be, that's gonna be there. You know, but we trying to
But
get
right
this
now,
chip. Yeah,
right,
and,
yeah.
and then that's something you can talk about forever.
That's incredible.
Exactly.
That's
Now,
always gonna be up. And
Yeah.
now, Mo,
Yeah.
I gotta ask this because you had a great NCAA career. Of course, you're Big Ten Player of the Year. You was the Big Ten Most Outstanding Player of the Year, national champion.
Yep.
I want to know, with all those accolades that you had, and the fame of the Flintstones, how you feel about the NIL and what that would have had an effect on you guys when you guys came in. Now, I gotta know, because that between the Flintstones and the Fab Five, you guys' name was like surmountable. So
Yeah.
take me through what you think. Like, man, if that NIL was back in 2000, what you guys would have cleaned up.
You know what? Though? I probably would have got fat and sassy. I wouldn't have went to the league or something. I would have been getting too much money, man. Before the league.
Oh man,
I mean, you know what? We talk about that. Mo and I and Charlie and all of us, and Antonio.
Yep.
We talked about that. We said, man, if the NIL was going on back then, man, we would have been millionaires before we got to the league.
Most definitely would.
But I'm happy to see that. I'm happy to see. If you look back in the day, Ed O'Bannon and the Bannon guys. Those are some of the guys who first started fighting.
Yep.
To get those, get those accolades, get those deals, and get some rights for some of the players coming in. Because you talk about like why shouldn't an NCAA college basketball player or a college athlete be set for life or be set when they leave out and have a couple $100,000 in their bank account,
right?
Ready to do business, ready to when they got their degree. Like that should be something that we should be talking about,
and be able to have the staff to take care of their family. So most definitely, I can concur with that. So I know that's helpful with these guys. But Mo, we appreciate you for dropping in on us, man, giving us that knowledge, man. You see Victor with number one.
As expected.
We already knew that.
When I was talking up there, I said he couldn't go to a better place. You got Popovich, you got the system that they had.
Yeah.
You got they always kind of rest players a little bit. So you're not gonna be worn out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's a good pick. That's a good. I like him.
I'm excited to see him too.
I was a little salty, because of course I wanted to have him here, but he is going to a good situation for him.
Yeah, it would have been nice if he would have been a Piston. He would have changed the whole landscape of.
Wimby in the D, Wimby in it. Well, Mo, we appreciate you for joining us, man. Thanks for stopping in, man. Make sure you guys give a shout out. We got Mo P in the building, man.
Good to meet you, man.
Much love, y'all. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you, brother.
Sir.
That's
that was Mo
Flintstone, Mo Peterson. You guys.
Yes, sir.
Familiar with the Flintstones, man. You already know, man. That the 2000s, early 2000s, when guys reign supreme.
Man, I remember
King,
that championship.
You're back.
That's my guy, man.
That's the guy.
I was trying
right
to give you my
man.
seat, man.
Listen, I talked to Mo. That's my guy.
Okay. Oh, he got I talked to y'all. Hear that? I talked to Mo already. That's my guy. I'm good.
So of course we see, we already knew Victor was going number one.
Yep.
This is where the fireworks may start in his next pick. So we're gonna have to pay attention to see what's going on with that. We already knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah.
But this number two can be telling on whether or not some moves is gonna be made. I feel there's still some trades left out there, King.
Yeah, it's definitely some trades out there. I think they're still gonna start with number 3. This next pick with Charlotte, man, we got some new blood in Charlotte. You know what I'm saying, when it comes to that ownership room. So
yep.
Will you go Scoop or will you miss with Scoop and go with Miller? That's my thing.
Man.
I'm not taking Miller over Scoop. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people love Miller. I'm not taking him over Scoop, bro.
But
you got LaMelo Ball,
bro. It depends on the situation. Like I agree.
Yeah, you got
for
LaMelo.
That situation.
But don't you feel like Miller would be a better fit with
the Hornets?
With the Hornets and with LaMelo than what Scoop would be?
You can get a wing, bro.
So it sounds to me like you don't really have a lot of faith in Miller, because a lot of people have Miller being that wing that's going to be that star player.
My thing with Miller is I love his game. One thing he's already doing that's bad for my taste is talking too goddamn much already.
You know what?
You spoke about the GOAT earlier, bro.
Thank you.
Like, what are you
Thank
doing,
you.
bro?
Yeah.
First you disrespecting LeBron.
Yeah.
Now you disrespecting Mike, bro.
Yeah.
It's like it's just got crash and burn all over it. You know?
This is a very rare moment, everybody, because this is the first time I've ever seen King defend LeBron James. It's probably gonna be the last too.
The last.
So don't get used to
It
it.
is going to be the last.
Listen. We got that up and coming. We ain't gonna ruin the night with that.
We're not.
Going
I'm gonna
back
do
and
my
forth
best.
with you guys. But
Bring it, dude.
that is
Come on, we're
interesting.
not ready for you, boy.
Man, the brother Wimby is emotional up there, man.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah, I mean, you got to think about it, man. Guys like Tony Parker and all of those dudes, man. And
Yeah.
legendary Spurs been taking him up under his wing since he was a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
So now to go to that franchise, along with Tony Parker working with them,
Man.
you know, that's a full circle dream right there, man. You can't, it don't get no better than that, man.
Yeah. I mean, taking ourselves out of it, it's a good situation for.
Yeah.
I mean, to have David Robinson and Tim Duncan there with you every single day, you know, it don't get much better.
And
than
like
that.
Mo said, you know, being in that organization, you know, they're used to winning. They're used to being able to have these first round picks and develop them in the right way. And Greg Popovich, to me, is the coach GOAT. That's my coach GOAT. You know, so giving them another opportunity for a player like that is definitely going to be something to watch in San Antonio with Wemby and see what Coach Pop do with him over there.
Him already being an excellent young man, it helps him go into the Spurs organization because, of course, they're going to raise him into a great man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? A great man. And that's just not on the basketball court. That's mentally, you know what I'm saying? Some guys, they can't withstand it. You know, you got guys like Kawhi Leonard is all about himself.
Yeah.
But this situation, what is happening with his hair?
Oh,
I'm looking at that too.
He's been doing that since college.
Good Lord.
Oh, man.
Wow.
That was distracting. And the hey, yo, you know, that was distracting right there.
All right, so now that pick one is out the way.
Yeah.
What's your gut tell y'all?
My gut tells me Scoop.
Scoop?
My gut tells me Miller. I'm going Miller.
We got to see,
I'm going Miller. But this pick right here is going to tell how this draft goes because we already know that number 3 pick in Portland.
Yep.
And the situation going on with Dame Dollar over there, whether or not they were trying to work to, you know, get some players and veterans and around him, or are they going to go ahead and go young?
Yep.
And go ahead and let him go and go to a contender. So I think this next pick is going to tell that. So if Charlotte does go the Scoop route, I think Portland's more likely to keep that pick with Miller. But if they were to go the Miller route and the Scoop's there, it kind of to me would lean towards if they're going to pick Scoop, they should go ahead and let Dame go and go into a contender team, in my opinion.
They should let Dame go either way, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean,
it's time.
11
He
years.
put in his work.
Set him free, man. I mean, I can't remember a guy who never requested a trade after this many years of mediocrity.
Yeah,
they need to make that decision for him if he's not going to do it himself.
Let him go.
Let him go, man. Let him go get a ring.
Well, I said the Houston pick is in, so we waiting on that to come through.
Your boy Scoop, King. Go your boy Scoop.
I bet you a Scoop, man.
So you betting?
They got looking like
he on the phone. Brad Miller on the phone now. Brad Miller on the phone now.
You put some dew on that?
They done spoiled it.
They see him on the phone. So let's see.
Let's see what the Siamese cat say.
I'm not checking my phone. Woo! See?
I called it.
See?
I called it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now the fun
Now it gets
begins. I
interesting.
think the fun begins now.
Now it gets interesting.
Yeah, now that's a solid pick, man. Now
that domino affects guys backwards.
Exactly.
Because I still don't think Portland is picking. Dame is serious, and they're not trying to get rid of Dame. They said that. They said in no way, shape, or form.
That
means
passing
on Scoot, bro.
But
if they pass on Scoot,
if they keep Dame, it's like bringing Scoot in. I'm saying somebody gonna trade into that third pick to try to get Scoot now.
Yeah.
And give up a good veteran or good packages to be able to do that.
So they may draft him and then trade him.
I don't even think they drafted. I think they're going to go trade the pick.
Yeah.
It's a possibility they're going to trade that pick.
Okay.
Either way it go, it's about to go down.
It's about
to go down.
Kevin Hart.
It's about to go down.
Yeah, this is what we were waiting for.
Man,
this right here.
Well, we got an opportunity to talk real quick before we get into this next pick. We talked some with Cam Whitmore, but obviously the Twins have been out in multiple reports for
Right.
the Detroit Pistons, man.
Right.
Amen Thompson, the Houston Rockets have been in love with him.
Right.
So that leaves us Asar.
Right. Well, either one, both of them, twins, their games, like I said, they're yin and yang. I call them, the double dragon. With the Sur, he's more of the defensive guy, which, I know King, he's a defensive guy. So definitely if the Pistons were to go that route with Sur, he'd be more on the defensive end. Now he has some work he has to do on that offensive end, but he's very athletic. Something that he has those intangibles that we can use on this team. Now, would he come in and be projected to be a starter? I don't think so, but he's in a position, and I believe with the Pistons and the young cores that they got and the coach that they got, he's in a position where he's not under pressure.
Right.
And I think that would be any pick that the Pistons have right now is that they're not under pressure to overperform. And focus on that defensive end. Defense is going to get you in the game. Keep you in the game. Now, with the men, he's the more offensive guy. Now, with the twins, both of those guys, they forfeited their final year in high school. They went straight to the overtime elite league. Amin, he was, he had a 2-year contract. He was a 2-time league MVP, 2-time champion in that league. Offensively, that's his mode. He's more of the guard type. With as far as his brother goes, he's more of that wing. Which to me, if we were to put either one of them on the Pistons, I see them both being in that wing type of position, just because of what we already have here with the likes of Ivy and Cunningham. So it'd be interesting to see if Troy Weaver goes either one of those routes. And it's a possibility, like I said, Troy Weaver, he could work his magic, might be able to get both.
So listen,
talk
just got real interesting.
Talk to me.
At first, I was gonna say we wasn't gonna do it, but we might as well give them a treat ahead of time.
Okay.
Scoot Henderson is going to Portland. They are going to pick Scoot Henderson according to Shams.
Greg's going to come in next.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right. We're getting ready to get Greg Kelser on, so let's just talk on this real quick. Scoot is going to Portland. That's according to Shams, man. So they picked him. So is Dame going to say, hey, listen, you know what I'm saying?
Dame is gone. I honestly, I feel like with them picking Portland picking Scoot, they're preparing to be able to for the future. And I don't think Dame is going to want to sit there, even though Scoot's a great guy. I feel that he would definitely mentor him, but it's beyond his time. It's definitely beyond his time. So with them picking Scoot, I feel that the time is up for my guy Dame Dallas.
What's going on? Yes, sir.
Spot.
I'm good.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Mr. Kelser.
welcome the legend himself, Mr. Gregory Kelser. How are you doing, sir? It is good to have you here with us tonight. Good to see you. So what are your thoughts so far on this draft so far?
Well, the draft now gets exciting as far as I would say, because we all knew who was going number 1. So there was a little holding your breath when pick number 2 came up and turned out to be Brandon Miller going to Charlotte. So now we know that Henderson will probably be the next player taken going to Portland. But the rest of the picks will be, nail biters. We don't know what's going to happen.
Is there anyone to you that when you look at these players in this 1 through 5, and you say, I think he will be the best fit here as a Detroit Piston with what we already have? Anybody stand out to you or not so much?
I like the twins. I like the Thompson twins because they're both super athletic. And the Pistons are looking for guys that can get out on the perimeter and work it off the dribble for themselves. Guys that can finish at the rack. Both the Thompson twins can do that. They both have to work on their shooting. They're not knockdown outside shooters. I also like Cam Whitmore. I think he's a pretty good player too. Again, another athletic guy. Had some injuries in college. We probably didn't see the full extent of what he's able to do, but potentially we know that he's very sound.
Ken, you want to talk about who your guy was?
What my guy was, which is looking real faint right now. Who I picked to be like a Troy Weaver guy was Jarris Walker. I love what he does defensively. I feel like we get battered defensively constantly. I know this is a scoring league, so you need the athleticism on the wing. The Thompson twins, I would agree with that. I would go with the Thompson twins. Cam Whitmore is still my top guy. I love what he offers overall. let's get to selection.
As Mr. Kelser himself just said.
There it is.
There it is.
Scoot Henderson. Now Dame Lillard said that he didn't want them to use a pick. He wanted them to get some veterans over there.
This might be a sign.
This is a
Yeah.
sign.
You
think it's time for
read the tea leaves. He wasn't a big fan of youth. He wanted veterans around, and now he gets youth and a guy who sort of needs the basketball and plays the position that he plays.
Exactly.
So I don't know. We'll have to wait and watch that situation in Portland. I understand what you're saying about Jarace Walker. So you're a big, strong guy. Look like you lay the wood on somebody. So you would be a Walker fan.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But in Walker, I kind of feel like the Pistons have that in Isaiah Stewart.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I don't know that.
That was kind of my thing too.
Yeah.
I don't think they're repeats, obviously, but I think they do a lot of the same things.
Right.
So I think now adding versatile players to our team now was what will make us harder to guard offensively.
Right.
And I think these guys can grow defensively.
Right.
Playing for Monty Williams. So yeah, I'm with you. I think that's a good call. I wanted to, go ahead.
No,
go
go.
ahead.
One more kid out of UFC.
I wanted to talk to
Hendricks.
Yeah, Hendricks.
Hendricks can go. I was reading about him earlier today. His strengths, his weaknesses, and I heard somewhere that he might be the best shooter in the draft.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is.
Yeah,
He is.
and not a bad defender.
Yes.
Right.
But I don't know that I see him because I haven't heard his name enough. I don't know that I see him, getting all the way up to 5 or something like that.
Right.
But clearly, with some of his attributes, he could probably be in the top 10.
Yeah. I think so too. I think so
man.
too.
I can definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
This next pick is Houston's. Houston's been connected to Amen.
Yeah, I think that's where they're going to go. Put him with Jalen Green and now you got 2 young players, probably for the next 6 or 7 years together.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one more question with the current roster. Obviously, we know there's probably going to be some movement. You have guys on the bench like Killian Hayes at the backup point guard position. Some of these guys, they come in, they provide scoring. What is it specific about Killian Hayes that you think we could find value in besides scoring?
Well, Killian Hayes gets a lot of criticism because he was the 7th pick in the draft.
Yeah, exactly.
If Killian Hayes had been the 14th pick in the draft, it wouldn't be like that.
Yep. That's very true.
Killian made a lot of strides last year, scoring-wise. Got up to 10 points a game. Had a couple of games where he really kind of exploded, hit some big shots. But his strength still is not scoring or shooting. His strength is passing the basketball and defending. He's a good defender.
Absolutely.
I've maintained for the longest that, I don't see Killian as a starter. I see Killian as a guy to come off, fortify your bench, your depth at that guard spot, be it 1 or 2. And if that's the case, then you probably can have a pretty good team because Killian Hayes is not a bad basketball player.
No, not at all. Yeah. I mean, I personally think he's our best passer, our best facilitator on the team. As of
but
right
these
now.
days, a lot of fans, they just want to see scoring.
Yeah.
3-point shooting, they want to see beautiful basketball.
Right.
Killian finds guys, get guys open, man, but he'll check your best guy on the other team.
Yeah.
And I don't think that gets respected enough. I just wanted to bring that forth.
Exactly. You're good. You're both of you are right on top of that.
Appreciate that, sir.
It's been
everybody.
An absolute pleasure. This is Greg Kelser on my channel.
Hey, it's an honor for me, okay?
Hey, it's a treat.
Let's make sure we get that out there.
I cover the Pistons every single game just the same way you guys do, man. And this is an absolute highlight for my career, and I appreciate you taking the time to talk.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, sir.
Best of luck to both of you.
Thank you.
Okay,
appreciate
guys.
That.
Thank you.
Mr. Greg Kelser, everybody. Man, oh man.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, y'all heard from him. Oh man, so I'm looking at this.
Red Kel's so tall, I don't think he see me when he walk past.
Hey, Tim McCormick is even taller.
Yeah, he's even taller,
man.
man.
I just had to look up so fast. What's going on?
Even when I see Tim McCormick at the arena, man, he just leaning forward. It's tall, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You right.
Right.
Listen, I think that's it. I think Dame is gone now.
I think that's it.
I think, it's time. It's time.
And once again, if y'all didn't know, Dame is his favorite player.
That's my guy.
That.
Yeah,
Dame Dollar, that's
his
my
guy.
That's my guy, man.
Okay.
If somehow, some way we could have figured out a way to get him over here, I would have loved it. But yeah, I love his game and how he approached. And like I said, he's loyal.
Yeah.
That's the main thing about it. It wasn't his fault that they didn't pan out over there in Portland.
Right.
It's his time, man. So I would love to see him go to somewhere where he can be a contributor. I would like to see him paired up with someone like my guy down there in Miami,
Jimmy.
Yeah,
Jimmy.
If
Jimmy
they can get that to work, man.
You know
Listen,
what?
Miami would be a force.
Jimmy Jeffrey Jordan.
Don't do that. Actually, do that because that's gonna bring him down.
Yeah.
A little bit,
No, God, here we go.
Anyway.
Here we go.
Anyway, no, but I'm with you on that because offensively, I think had they had him in the finals, it would have been a lot more interesting.
Yeah.
This past season, we saw the offense get bogged down all the time, too many times. So I wouldn't mind seeing him go to Miami for sure. That'd be a good look for him.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
All right, fellas. Before we get this next pick, we're gonna take a quick commercial break.
Let's do it.
And with that commercial break, first and foremost, I would like to introduce you guys to my sponsor, Factor 75. Make sure you guys hit the link in my description. And we're gonna go ahead and launch this Factor commercial for you guys. Take a quick break.
What's up, guys? Just wanted to take an opportunity to thank my sponsor for this video, Factor. If you guys don't know what Factor is a food prepping company that delivers food right to your doorstep for your convenience, man. Alleviates all the stress, especially for me personally. Being a content creator, working a 9-to-5 job, it's very difficult at times. You don't always have time to create meals or meal prep throughout the week. Well, Factor takes care of all of that. 27 different meals, 34 add-ons, also 4 to 18 meals available per week. I've been using it for the last couple of months and it's been great for me. So with that said, also if you are on a workout journey or if you're on an intense diet, they also have nutritional drinks that come in a clutch for guys like me. I've been on a diet lately. I've been dropping some pounds. Boys trying to lose some weight. And these smoothies taste great, man. These drinks taste great. You guys definitely need to check this out. It's a great opportunity and it's very convenient for not only you, but anyone in your family, man. So if you're interested, use my link in the description section, or you can use this code on the website and get yourself 50% off your first order box. With that said, let's get back to this video.
All right, so we are back. The fourth selection is just as we said. Amen Thompson.
Yep.
The Pistons have the 5th pick.
Yes.
We have an opportunity to take Cam Whitmore
Man.
And
Asur Thompson
and
Taylor Hendricks
and
Jarris Walker.
oh man, we got some options right now.
We got
or we can trade.
I knew you were gonna say that.
We could trade.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah, you know.
Okay, so this is an intriguing time for us right now. King, you say Cam at this pick?
Yes.
You guys say Cam?
Yes, that's who I want. Who did you have? Did you say?
My pick would be Hendricks.
Okay.
Hendricks, he's that 3-and-D guy.
Okay.
That I think if we, he definitely could fit in right away.
I
So
agree
my
with that.
pick, if it was a pick, would be that guy. If our man was available, I would have took him over his brother. So I like him defensively, but I feel that that's not where we should go in this particular draft at that pick.
Gotcha.
Now, somehow, some way, Troy, we work that magic like he usually do and get back in.
Yeah.
Then I definitely take it. But the 5th pick,
Right.
Hendricks, then Whitmore. That's been my option
You
since.
want to? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm getting
Since the
antsy,
beginning.
man. Y'all know how I am.
Oh yeah.
How passionate I am about my team.
Man.
man.
You and me both, bro.
Ah,
The crazy thing, I can't do. I gotta wait for this. I don't know how you do that right now.
they be taking too long.
Tim's coming over.
Okay.
Okay, all right,
great.
right before here come Tim.
Yeah. You can have mine.
All right.
You go right over there.
Hey, how's it going? Mr. McCormick.
mean, even when you sit down, look like you're standing up. My God.
Make us look small. It's bad to make me look small.
So what are the Pistons going to do?
Oh, Cam Whitmore is my top guy. I like Cam Whitmore. You got a Soar, you got Hendricks, you got some young guys, but the trade is still an option.
I like the trade.
Yeah,
I would see.
Yeah.
Great minds think alike.
Thank you.
I'm with the trade
No,
option.
let's do it.
Why would you feel that the trade would be necessary?
So if you could get Taylor Hendricks and move down to 9, and they give you another draft pick, that's what I'm with.
Yes.
Get 2 picks for 1.
I can. What about trading for some veteran on the team?
I feel like they're so far away. Just go with young guys. It's not like a veteran player is going to take you over the top.
Right.
Maybe a mentor to some of the young guys, but I don't know. I want more players.
I can agree with that because you got some ways to go with some of these young guys still. You got Cade, you got Ivy, and you got Duran that just came in last year. You got a brand new head coach. So obviously we're still going to need some time for everything to come together. Trading the pick and getting more capital, I'm all for it.
So how about this? If you get Taylor Hendricks and you get a shooter, in the lottery, Grady Dick is probably going to be gone, but find somebody that can play the wing and knock down a shot.
Somebody maybe like a Jet Howard.
Jet Howard or Kobe Buffkin. Yeah, I'm down with that.
See?
Go blue.
Or, and there had also been talk now, I'm not sure if it would be that early in draft, but it's been some murmurs in regards to a guy out there in Ypsilanti, Monty Bates.
So I saw Monty Bates play his championship game when he was a freshman, and they were comparing him to Kevin Durant.
Right.
And he's had some turmoil. It's hard to handle that prosperity when you're so young. I don't think he did a great job from an athletic standpoint at the combine. I was in Chicago, and he did not measure out as an elite athlete. Good shooter, doesn't play great defense. I don't see that happening.
So he's more later in the round or second round pick if they're still available.
I think there's a good chance he does not get drafted, which may be a benefit for him because then he's a free agent and he can target a team that needs some perimeter help. He's a really good shooter.
Yeah.
You can't argue with that.
But he's kind of streaky, would you say?
Very streaky. And here's another key. Amani Bates has never been a support guy. He's always been the alpha dog. When he gets to the league, he's got to play that role, right? And they're not going to call a play for him. They're not going to give him the ball and clear out. Like, he's got to learn how to be a good cutter, get on the floor for a loose ball, do the intangibles.
Yeah, absolutely. I try to give it to him before the TV give it to him. According to Shams, the Pistons have made a selection.
Really? Who is it?
It is Soaring Thompson.
Wow. Well, that's the thing. We don't have a chance to see his workout with the team. And I want to know why they didn't tell us the scoop. Why'd they give it to Shams? Okay, they could have totally scooped us out there.
All the work that Tim does.
Yeah, man.
Now, I was just sitting here talking with Mo Pete, and I said there was a great chance that these guys can go back to back. So let's listen in for a second. Soaring
There it is,
Thompson.
official, gentlemen. Soaring Thompson.
So he's not a shooter.
No.
And he's going to be a good defensive player, but how does he complement Cade and Jaden Ivey? Like, when you think you want a shooter to spread the court and create more space, now you've got 3 guards. None of them is regarded as a pure shooter.
Right. I think we're going to look in the trade market and free agency to add that.
It looks like it.
Yeah. My wheels are turning because I'm trying to understand what that pick is. I'm seeing that pick as, because he's a defensive guy, the Eastern Conference is filled with wings. You got Jimmy Butler. You got, what's the name in Boston? His defense can help with that, in my opinion. So I'm thinking that what that pick could be going, because, like I said, we need some guys that could be able to stand in front, because those 2 guys, we was down at LCA, they killed us a lot. So that could be.
So you say we just pick Thompson for somebody else, maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, Troy Weaver might be working, like you said, 2 for 1. We may
Maybe.
see Troy Weaver may be looking, to wheel and deal still, but this is kind of a shock.
Now, I did make a point earlier. My last point before I let you go. We suck defensively. Our best defenders probably Jalen Duren and Killian Hayes last season. Can't guard nobody on the perimeter. So I kind of felt Troy Weaver going a defensive direction. That's why I had Jarris Walker as a possibility. But we need defense. We definitely need defense. So maybe that's where he's going with this. Maybe he does something else. I'm not sure. But I think that's where we headed. I think we need the defense.
I can't disagree, and want to tell you how much I like talking to you guys. Thank you. Thanks, fellas.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I would say that was like my fifth option.
Yeah.
That was my fifth option.
Man. I told y'all, bro.
Deuce.
Cam
Cam was sitting there.
Hey, listen, man.
Hendricks was sitting there.
Listen.
Man.
Listen, first and foremost, shout out to our number one guy, Kay Cunningham.
Oh, thanks.
He put that sweet tweet out there and said, hey, them Thompson kids can play.
Yeah, trying to soften the blow a little bit. Yeah. So it wasn't as expected. So me, I'm killing my emotions right now because I still want to get a better understanding of that. Like I said, I did the research on the Thompson twins, and I know he was the more defensive guy. Preferably, I would have wanted his brother because, like, I'm an offensive guy, but defensively,
defense.
At this point, like I said, he's not. The expectations is not, to me. There's no pressure on him, so anything that he does from this point, in my opinion, is going to be a plus.
Not gonna hurt anyway. He's gonna come in as a defensive guy, man. Work on his game, try to develop a little bit better. Obviously, we know Jeremy Grant is coming back to Detroit. So
we do. Okay.
According to me.
Okay.
According to me.
Sources are
sources of Twitter. Trust me, bro.
So when you're looking at the rumors of what the Detroit Pistons are trying to do in free agency or via trade or whatever it may be, it's guys. Listen, Basara is not going to be the guy to come in and start day one on a wing for you. That's just not what it is. So let's be honest about it. We're going to go and get a vet, man.
Vets.
Yeah,
we can get some vets in here. Yes.
Vets. But the Pistons obviously realize they need defense. Monty Williams is your head coach, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
We have to play defense.
Talk to him.
This is the Detroit Pistons. You should know better by now.
Talk to him.
You can't go out there and shoot 185 three-pointers and expect to win, Dwayne Casey. You have to play defense. We can't check a box on a piece of paper.
But listen, that has to be side note. That has to be amazing.
Yeah.
That your twin brother goes back to back.
Yeah.
Something we probably would never. We probably would never see something like this again.
But listen, it speaks to the rivalry.
The Houston-Detroit
rivalry.
It's
man.
setting up beautifully.
It's
setting up beautifully.
Yeah. So
I still want a Cam though. I ain't gonna lie.
I do. I want a Cam too.
But I'm not mad at him. Sorry,
like we always say, trust in Troy.
Yeah, trust Troy.
He has a lot more resources than we do.
All right, listen, we might get some heat off of that trust in Troy now. I don't know.
Hey man,
I'm
listen,
rocking with it.
I've been dealing with this,
Hey, man.
this sensitive fan base forever.
I ain't gonna lie with y'all. I'm rolling with Troy till the wheels fall off and I'm getting out walking.
Right.
I'm rolling with him.
Man, come on, Orlando selection is in. So until we get to that, there
Anthony,
you go.
Wow.
Anthony Black.
Woo!
Wow.
That's a jump. So Cam is gonna fall.
He's going too far. Is Troy going
Troy,
to
I
on the
need
phone?
you to trade back in.
Come on.
Hey,
Trade
listen.
up, Troy.
Why, listen, who's up next?
Trade,
Indy?
Listen, trade Boyan.
Listen,
Boyan in the pick.
that's his name. It's not Bojan Bogdanovic. It's Trey Bojan is his name because that's all you've been hearing for the past 6 months is just Trey Bojan.
Flirting around with it and just do it, man.
That would be if Troy Weaver could pull that off to where we can get a Whitmore, we can get a Hendricks come back in or even get Gritty. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to wait and see. The night ain't over yet.
Oh no, it's definitely
we just getting started.
Listen,
But
listen, we
the first surprise for me for the night.
Wait.
And we still get
Yeah.
and still Jarris Walker still.
Yeah, this
Let me
is
ask you that: does it
interesting,
kind of give you that feel that we had a few months back when we had the NFL draft when Gibbs names were called?
Shut up.
Does it give that kind of feel
Instead
to
of
y'all?
Bijan.
So we have to say this. Let's wait
It's
and
not to
see.
that magnitude.
It's not.
Because all these young guys there, it's not like they're notches far away from
Yeah,
each
it's
other.
close.
And I
It's
agree
close.
with you on that.
You know what
I
I'm
agree with you on that. So any one of those guys being picked, I don't. People shouldn't be too upset about. Like I said, everyone, including us, we all had different picks.
Yep.
Right.
So any one of those guys at that fifth pick, if we were going to keep it,
Yeah.
okay, we knew that they could be a piece.
Yep.
And come in and contribute, whether they be starting, which I don't see him starting, but could come in and be a contributor right away.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's
Ah,
not
man,
an L.
This is interesting, man.
So pick 7 is Indy's on the clock right now. So with who they have, who do you think they might go after? That's kind of what I'm looking at now.
I think they might go and get Cam.
Listen, they'd be a fool not to.
Yeah,
Man.
I think they're gonna
I
get
think
Cam,
they'd
or
be
they
a-
might go with Jarris Walker. Because I seen them attached to him. So
Yeah.
I don't know,
I
man.
mean, they don't really need.
I didn't see. Listen, like I said, the dynamics are going to change. Like I said, with Thompson being picked and now Black being picked, those guys were,
Yeah.
You kind of got to go with one of those two. I mean, you already got your backcourt. You know what I'm saying? You just took your second guard last season.
Yeah, you took nothing.
So, yeah, I think they probably end up going with either Cam or
Jarris.
Walker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's gonna be sad for me to see Kim go off the board.
man.
I really want to
He
hit on my
was
basketball
right
team.
there.
He was right.
oh, we gonna hear that all year. That's gonna be one of the ones we hear all year.
Hey, listen, I want to give you guys another opportunity. We got 15 minutes left. I'm going to post the link to the raffle. Remember, Pistons Herman Moore jersey, autograph ball from all the special guests that you just seen, including Herman Moore himself.
Yep.
Make sure you guys click that link and get in that raffle before 9 o'clock
Get in there.
and have your chance to win.
It's a nice ball too.
Yes, it is.
And that's the link in the comments for you guys. You guys have been great in the comments. It is almost 500 in here.
Thank
which is
y'all
absolutely amazing
for hanging
right
out
now.
with us and watching this drive with us. We appreciate every single. I'm reading all the comments. So
Listen, this has been fun. This has definitely been fun, man. I'm glad. See, now normally I would be down in LCA.
Yeah.
Said during the draft party, but being here definitely is a fun to be able to share it with you guys and sharing with the guys in the comment section. Like I said,
Facts.
it's been going up.
It's
been going up, and be able to meet some of the guys like Morris Peterson, Tim McCormick, Greg Kelser. That's a great experience for me as well.
Yeah, man, that's royalty. That's Michigan royalty, man. So to have them here is lit, man.
Listen, I think after this pick, we can go ahead and take another break. But I want to do a talk up going into that. Let's see what the selection is.
Yeah, it's coming in now. Let's see what Indy do.
Whoa!
Wow!
Whoa, Troy,
Bro,
get on the phone.
Wait, what is going on?
Troy.
Wait a minute.
Get on
What
the phone,
is going
Troy.
on? Bilal Coulibaly.
Abort.
Hey,
Abort.
listen.
He said,
Why they do that to him? If he don't take off, guess what's gonna happen to him? He gonna be the new who?
"Oh wow, he played with
With
Victor."
So he got.
I don't know about that one, man.
Oh, that's interesting.
I hope he takes off well, man, because they gonna
I
give
could
him
see
Killian treatment.
I could see if the Spurs had that pick, and you just thought they had some kind of chemistry. Okay, but
I hate when they do that to these dudes, bro.
this is
It's gonna be about where he was picked. It's
I
not
gotta-
gonna be about his talent.
I gotta see where he was slotted.
That's wild. Another France player off the board, man.
Yeah.
France
What
coming.
number? What number is number 7?
Number 7, bro.
Who
Wow.
else was number 7?
See?
Yeah, we know. We were just-
From
that's-
France.
That's what Greg was just talking about. Greg just said that. He said if he would have went 14, 15, there's no way he would have getting
Nah,
No
type of-
way. No way.
Listen,
The only reason they doing that is to
listen.
be
Like you say, he's a good player from what
Yeah,
they can
he
see,
is.
but is it a reach? Now this is that pick. Well, honestly, I won't even say that. Listen, anybody from after the 3 picks, all is gonna be a reach.
Yeah.
So I'm really can't be upset like they picked him. No, each one of the guys, the top 3 was what this draft was about.
Right.
Anybody after that is going to be a reach.
Right.
Whether it was the Thompson twins, whether it was Whitmore or Walker, anybody at the 3 right now is going to be the unknown. So I'm not. It's a shock because, like I said, the other guys.
Wait. The Pacers are trading with Washington. They're trading Belil to Washington.
Oh, so Washington just wanted to secure him.
So Washington is picking for Indy right now.
Yeah, Washington probably wanted to secure that pick.
Indiana.
They probably wanted to secure it. So
And they
went
traded him
ahead.
to Washington, yeah.
Okay.
So he's getting traded to Washington. So I mean, what Washington is picking now is where is going to Indy. So that's a better pick for. Okay, I can see it now. Okay,
right.
So we can calm down.
That makes more
everybody.
sense.
Oh,
It make a calm down now because we're going to see what Washington pick is
Now
going to
it's
be.
Washington. Now, if he don't pan out in
Once
Washington,
we're kind of in the
But
same
it don't look-
situation, just one pick later, because he wasn't anywhere near the top of the board.
I didn't see him on any of the boards.
This is the first time I've heard his name. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm looking at that.
And
Mine
that's not
too.
shade. I'm just being honest. I've never heard of him. He wasn't slotted to go in the first round.
Hey, listen, man, I'm going to tell you, Troy is not going to. I was saying this a couple of days ago to one of my homeboys, man. Troy is not going to trade just to trade.
No.
So if your fans are looking for that, that's not going to happen.
No.
That's what our old franchise used to do.
Yeah.
Is trade just to trade. That's what Stan Van Gundy did to try to save his career.
Yeah.
But with this draft, how this draft is going, how it's panning out, I can see
A latter trade, Troy will do. I was talking about the first trade.
Yeah.
Unless it's something lucrative, he's not going to take anything.
No.
So
you
obviously,
should be glad you have a GM like that.
Obviously, Washington, they ain't take no time picking because they saying their pick is in. They ain't take that whole time. So what you're saying more likely is true that they're Washington is now picking for Indy. So
hold on.
I'm just money today.
Oh, what
We're
happened?
going to give it to y'all first. This is exclusive. Y'all on this stream, you get it first here.
Exclusive, player.
Indiana Pacers are selecting Jarris Walker.
Okay. Good call.
You know
Good
what
call.
I'm saying?
Good call.
You know what I'm saying?
Good call.
I can see that.
Yeah, like why would you go with another backcourt player? You got that already.
Yeah. It was either gonna be Cam
So
or
they
Jarris.
so they're swapping picks. Okay, so that makes sense. And then with what Washington, they're in that rebuild stage. So that pick is not something that
So
people
now,
have to harp on because we already know they're in that rebuild. So whatever they get from that
There
guy
you go, right
is
there.
going to be a plus. Like,
Wait, look at
popcorn,
him
man.
on this thriller. Thriller. Okay, so that's interesting. I'm still stuck on that Bilal.
Hey, Cam Whitmore is still there, bro. I
Man.
need Troy to trade.
That's what I'm saying.
Trader Troy.
Go get him.
Trade,
I
man.
didn't think he was gonna fall this far.
Wow.
Chris
surprised.
Paul over in
Hendricks is still there.
Golden
Yeah.
State.
Man,
I'm
We
down with
gonna have to
Golden
get
State,
into.
bro.
Listen,
Bradley Beal can't stay healthy. Kristaps Porzingis can't stay healthy.
Chris Paul
Paul
can't
damn
stay
sure can't. He got the
That's-
hamstring of a 300-pound retired defensive line.
that is the most unhealthiest trio trade ever.
This is what trading just a trade looks like.
Yes.
But the thing is this though,
Although the Kristaps trade,
Kristaps.
if he can stay
it,
healthy,
it's.
I think he
mean,
got a better chance.
you know,
Chris Paul is 38.
yeah.
But Chris Paul behind
I don't get
Steph.
it. I don't get it.
I mean, Chris Paul, like I say, he's 30. He's but to come behind Steph, that's intriguing.
After that history, it's just weird to me. It's weird. It's kind of a weird move.
But like I say, this is the end of Chris Paul's tenure right now. So, and that might not be the last of him
That's
being
true.
traded.
That's
so
true.
we're going to see. So we'll see with Washington
Let's
selection
see what
coming
they
in.
take. We can't call it already.
Greg got a nice piece of cake over there.
Mhm,
So
there it is,
Jarris
Jarris
Walker
Walker.
There he is.
Okay.
With the Isaiah Stewart hairdo when he got
Yeah.
That's wild, man.
Cam to Utah?
You know what? Let's talk about that real quick. Not Cam. Stu.
Yeah.
Stu, I've been seeing these workouts, man. Stu slimmed down.
Yeah,
He's been
man.
working his behind off, man.
Bro, he been living in the gym, man.
And especially if you want to play that fourth position, man, slim it down for him. Obviously, a slimmer body, not as muscular.
Yeah.
It helps all the way around if you want to be a guy that can stretch the floor.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
definitely.
saying?
Do you believe in him still being the starting four of the future, or do you? Because we've been hearing a lot about Cam Johnson.
Yeah.
A
Well,
lot
if
about-
we get Cam and Stu was to go to the bench, I'm still
Yeah,
fine with that.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Same.
My question mark is Bagley. Bagley and Wiseman.
Okay, talk to him. Talk to him.
Listen, man, y'all know I'm not a huge fan of either. I like Bags when he's available, but that's the problem, is being available. And part of the reason, I've told y'all before, doesn't take care of his body, man. His body has not transformed since he's been in the league. Well, guess what? We have another player now that's younger, but still, he's had enough time to work on his body.
Yep.
Wiseman. We've seen him out there getting bodied by guards. And, you know, he still thinks he's Kevin Durant. So I like my bigs, man, to be able to play both sides of the basketball. Now, the Detroit Pistons, do you see them going into the season next season with them two still remaining on the roster?
No.
Listen, I think, like I said, that this is where Monty Williams come in.
I don't see it.
This is where Monty Williams come in. Like, for me,
Which he loves dogs like Durant.
Right.
Exactly.
For me, it's like it's going to be alternative. Like, if it's Stewart going to be starting, then he's got to have to play with somebody like Bagley. If Durant is going to, start, he's going to have to play with somebody like Wiseman, because having Wiseman and Bagley on at the same time doesn't seem to mesh.
Yeah.
As well as having Durant and Stewart, to me, having them on the same time. So if they want to make it work, those two sets are going to have to be alternative to each other.
Right. I agree with that.
But that's something we're going to have to see more like in the through preseason, maybe in the summer league, if they're going to decide to go that route.
Right.
But it still seems like a log jam. So we got to pay attention, see if these trades going to be, because like I said, it is a log jam and it's still opportunity. Like I said, guy like Wiseman, he's still young.
He's young, man.
You see, he has the potential. We see that offensively, he's probably the best out of all, four of the guys. But like I said, him being able to stay on the court and give him a full season for him to develop, and he hasn't had the opportunity yet.
That's the key.
Right. Well, I want to take a quick second to say something. All of our significant others are here. This is my wife.
Yes.
You guys may know her from our other YouTube channel.
Hey, my wife.
This is Kay. This is my wife. All of our ladies are here. They are here to support us. This is a party once again. Listen, man, Soaring Eagle Casino is the spot to be. It's the spot to be, man.
Yes.
This atmosphere in here is electric. You see all the things that's going on behind us, man. You see all the greats walking around in here. But yeah, do there you go.
I think my lady went to go gamble.
Well, but they here, man.
Showing love.
So I just want to make sure we highlight that. They are here. They're behind us.
Yep.
They're encouraging us. Willie, hit his significant other went and won us some money.
There you go.
That's a great thing. You know what I'm saying? So,
most definitely. We appreciate you.
By the way,
they're these two. Good Lord.
By the way, just a quick shout out to my wife. That song "Baton" that I wrote for the Pistons.
Oh, wow.
Her pen game is crazy. She made me a little bad in the pen game.
Is that right?
So, yeah. So what I'm singing is coming from her pen.
Oh, man.
And that's real.
That's what's up, man.
Best kept secret right here. Not for long, though.
Speaking of Baton, while we talking Baton right now, we're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break while we're in between, man. And we're going to go ahead and play Baton for you guys, man. Let you guys indulge in greatness.
Appreciate y'all.
And y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Deuce's channel, man. Make sure you go over to his channel. Make sure you follow him on Instagram and on Twitter. Great follow, man. Listen,
appreciate
a lot of great Pistons content, especially shorts, man, reels, everything. So make sure you guys can follow him on all social media. And we're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break.
Appreciate it, bro.
Dress up, bless up, step up and get it. Lace up, face up, I'm here to win it. It's for my city, and the team coming with me. Headed for the championship, even if the road is long. Legends pave the way for us. Nothing in this world can take it from us. Don't underestimate our generation when you see us coming for ya. And when you knock me down, I'm getting back up. Cause when I step on the floor, you know your time's up. I'm on my way up and I'm not gonna stop. We headed straight to the top and I know I gotta face it. I got no time to waste it. It's my time now. Hit me the baton. Hit me the baton. Hit me the baton. Hit me the baton. Me and my aces. Through adversity we chase it. It's our time now. Hit me the baton. Hit me the baton. Hit me the baton. Hit me the baton. Talk to 'em.
Put my competitors on high alert.
Put my competitors on high alert.
I'm turning my blessing into the curse.
I'm turning my blessing into the curse.
Been a bad boy and I'm going to work. Restoring myself so I'm coming in first. Been a bad boy and I'm going to work. Restoring myself so I'm coming in first. Show 'em you fearless. Pull up like Billups. They got it twisted just like a Phillips. Shots from the bank, Uncle Phillip. They gotta feel us. Lock 'em down, baby, steal it. Fast break, windmill it. Baseline, jump a kill it. A fake bait, gotta reel 'em. Michael Jackson, this a thriller. Corner 3 or the alley. Move like John Spider Sally. They beat them boys out in Cali. But time passed to taste shine. They beat them boys out in Cali. Call of a champion with a shot like Rip Hamilton. Crossover dismantling. Gotta smile for the camera lens. Lindsey hunt 'em and damage 'em. Bill and Bear with them hands again. Gotta fight to win. Gotta box 'em out just like Robin did. Do what Wallace did. With she to be in championship ring when the season ends. Gotta please the fans. Lace 'em up, mace then make the place a rub. A gracious flush for the win is the fate of luck. The spirit of Detroit when they facing us. Like the microwave, stay heating up. Bad boys no policing us. Like ZB Tuss, no crutch from the top of the TV clutch. Defense Joe D, that's us. Get up out your seats, we up. Switch gears like a piston do. Stop and shoot. You got the cue. Free throw, gotta execute. No reference who. Win or lose, get the best of you.
And when you knock me down, I'm getting back up. Cause when I step on the floor, you know your time's up. I'm on my way up and I'm not gonna stop. We headed straight to the top and I know I gotta face it. I got no time to waste it. It's my time now. Hit me the baton. Hit me the baton. Hit me the baton. Hit me the baton. Me and my aces. Through adversity we chase it. It's our time now. Hit me the baton. Hit me the baton. Hit me the baton. Hit me the baton.
I forgot I turned the mic off. You know, last time I had the mic on, I played the commercial. I was whining. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We sit here talking and
Oh yeah.
We sit here talking. Taylor Hendricks goes to Dallas, but I was mentioning, man, hey, I mean not Dallas, the Utah Jazz. But I was mentioning, hey, Dallas, man, Dallas right here. You got Cam Whitmore sitting right there.
Yeah.
That's a great fit for Dallas.
Yep.
That's a great
Yep,
fit.
that's a good fit.
I can see that. I can definitely
Athletic
see that.
wing. Somebody for him to get for Luka to get the ball to. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
So you know, we hanging around because you know, listen, Troy Weaver is our GM.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Troy Weaver's our GM, so like I said, man, we gotta stick around and see if he's gonna try to move up.
Mm-hmm.
We want to try to cover as much as we can for you guys, but we don't pick again until 31.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So let's just be realistic about it. We don't want to have everybody on here for too long.
Yeah, well, that's a long time to wait.
Right. We still want to have some time to party ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah, for
but
sure.
Asur Thompson, man, that's our selection. So we got to talk about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How does he fit with the current units that we have right now? I would say right now he's looking at the second unit coming in. I don't think he's ready to go into a starting role for this roster. Obviously, we still got Boyan on this team. You know what I'm saying? So, current
You don't
bench
stop
roster.
speaking negatively on Boyan. All right, I'm not gonna be here for
You
the
heard that?
Boyan.
You heard that?
Boyan.
Obviously, we still got Boyan.
Boyan can't check a box on a sheet of paper.
Well, now we got Thompson for that.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
and with the thing with Thompson is he has the ability to guard all four positions.
There you go.
Right.
And that's something that we definitely can use. And when King is sitting there complaining about defensively, and I think what it is, a lot of what the issue is, like I said, and I mentioned this before when we had our show, a lot of issues with our defense is that we didn't have nobody. So it's hard to pinpoint and hard to harp on one particular guy when we don't have anyone there. So the communication is not going to be proper.
Right.
We, like I said, this is Boyan's first full year playing in was playing in the KC system, and the young guys, what I'm saying, with Cunningham going down and the other guys going down and Stewart getting hurt, we never really had a chance to mesh to get to know one another.
Right.
And I think that's going to be important going into the season, because yes, we definitely going to have to address that defensive end in order for us to be able to compete.
Yeah. That's a great point. We only saw 12 games of those two together with Cade, Ivy, and Duran.
Now, when we did in the beginning of the season, you saw we and that's what got Bogey signed.
Right.
So he came in hot off the gate, but the expectations for him, to me, was too much. He had to go into that, okay, I need to take over mode, because the guys that were supposed to take over wasn't available.
Wasn't there.
So
that's fair.
I see that being a different mode, which he can, I think he'll focus a little bit more on defense, not having to carry the load offensively this year.
Right,
maybe
man, because we can't just have the greatest defensive player of all time in Killian Hayes by himself.
Oh, here we go.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to little bro.
Now wait a minute. Now we got to talk about it, because speaking of greatest defensive guys, there's a guy over there in Golden State that opted out his final year, and there's been talks. About whether or not we should bring Mr. Draymond Green, Sag Nasty home.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, he ain't gonna come over here and fire on Killian. You gonna get hit in the back of the neck.
He need to hit him Killian with a 2-piece.
No,
he got to come in. Hey, listen, Draymond Green got to come in like Bernie Mac did.
Hey,
when he got off the train.
Hey, listen, he ain't doing that with Isaiah Stewart here.
Absolutely not.
That ain't going down.
Hey, listen, Isaiah Stewart from that NBA YoungBoy era. They just go crazy.
New York. No, but seriously, man.
I think it would just have to be a friendly contract. Yeah. If he's trying to go out and get his last big contract, before he starts.
We know who his agent is.
Well, of course,
those kind of artists that hang with LeBron.
Absolutely, Rich Paul. So we already know that he's not going to do that.
Right.
So with that being said, I don't see how that.
Kind artists. Just want to make that
Here we go. You want to get started already, huh? Okay, I got time, man.
Listen,
I got time.
Another time, another place. Another time, another place.
Man,
the pick is in for Dallas, man. So let's see what it is.
Let's see what they do.
Obviously, Cam being the number one talented guy.
I don't think it's close at this point, honestly.
Yeah.
It'd be a shocker if he wasn't.
Yeah, it would be. They took Casey Wallace. Wow, this is crazy.
What did Cam stab somebody?
Man, he got on somebody's bad side, bro. He had to. This is crazy.
What's happening?
Well, hold on. We got a proposed trade going on, so that could be they picking for somebody else. So let's
see.
Yeah, let's pay attention to that.
Casey Wallace over Cam Whitmore, bro. Come on, man. What in the world? Man, I don't understand. I'm just thinking about fit.
Right.
I don't see it. I mean, he's a guard. He's a solid guard.
Okay, so the Mavericks is trading this pick to the Thunder.
Yeah, to the Thunder. That's why I say.
Okay.
So they pick at 12 then.
Oh, that's Max. Shout out to Max. Max Lipset agent. That's what's up.
Ain't that what's that player name? The one that he had the I can't even think of it, man. They just showed his face on here. He had a health issue. He would have been drafted, but his health issue didn't allow him to play.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
That's good. They got him around still, man.
Cam fell all the way to 12. Well, 11. However you look at it. This is crazy, man. I did not envision this. I mean, he's.
Oh! So Orlando has picked. Guess who they picked? Go blue, baby. Go blue.
Did they pick Jet or Kobe?
Jet Howard.
What?
Jet Howard is going to Orlando.
Wow.
So they gonna team him up with Caleb Houston over there. I said they got the shooters. They got shooters over
We
there.
got clips now.
Let's go. Jet.
Oh wow.
That's what's up. Shout out.
Right?
Oh wow. I did not see him being picked that high.
I didn't either.
That's
So I'm
fine.
happy for him though.
Well, we still
That's
got
lit.
Kobe Buffkin out there, so that bet somebody might make some money off that bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Because this draft has been
very unpredictable.
Yeah, it's been unpredictable after
Wow.
Because I know those two that's available. I'm not gonna say his name too much on the show because I don't want to get hit with the pause and the ayo.
So after OKC, we got Toronto.
Now Toronto, with Van Fleet leaving, they're gonna be in need of a guard.
Yes. He hasn't signed with anybody yet though, has he?
No, not yet. Van Fleet trying to get the bag. He's going for the bag.
I ain't mad at him. Not mad at him. There's Max Lips at the back. That's Kay Cunningham's age at the back.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Man, this is
Shout out Max.
This
What's
is
up?
still very interesting, man. I'm just looking for something that says why Cam is falling.
Yeah, I'm confused. I don't really get that one.
I'm not understanding. And there's nothing out there.
Yeah, this is interesting here, man.
Well, Orlando pick is in.
Yeah. Man, the way this draft is moving, I'm looking at the other homegrown kid we got, and I'm wondering if he might jump.
Kobe?
Hi, Kobe.
Oh, Imani?
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Just putting it out. You never know. With everything that's happened so far,
You never know.
you never know.
You never know.
Wow. That's crazy, man.
Wow, Cam is sliding, man.
Huh? My jersey is super. Oh, okay. By whoever's available, Greg, Mo, anybody. Because I'm gonna put it up in the my jersey. Okay.
He just want to sign, I think.
Huh? If you will, I'll pay you. I'm just messing with you, Chris. Can you have me that jersey right there?
Shan. Where's your hat? Where's your hat up? Where's your hat up? You get your hat. Sorry, yeah, that's not it.
Just this.
On
On the bottom and the inside. I'm gonna put that jersey in the plastic.
There it is.
Jay Howard.
There it
Howard,
is.
baby.
Go blue.
Go blue, baby.
Go blue.
Detroit, stand up.
Look,
Michigan, stand up.
Ultra light skin.
Go blue.
Don't let the light skin fool you.
We're big A.
I knew
At.
you was going
We need Big A in
Don't
here
look
now.
like
You know what I'm saying?
right.
We want to hear it. Honestly, I didn't think he was going this high.
Right.
I didn't either.
The season he had to me was kind of up and down. Guys, he's an electrifying shooter, of course.
Yeah.
Right.
Downside to me with him is that he holds the ball a lot to get his shot off. But going into the league, that could definitely change.
It's gonna happen.
But yeah,
happen.
definitely, you know what I'm saying? He's that that typical wing.
Yep.
6'8" size. He's athletic and he can shoot it
Sniper.
from
Yeah.
shoot it from the other side of the court there. So
He got clipped.
yeah, most definitely. And
Got
it
the
looks like
buffs
he got the
on?
buffs
Get the
on. Of
buffs
course,
on.
you going to Michigan, you
That's
know
what I'm
that.
talking about, baby. Represent.
Come on,
You know what I'm saying?
Look at Pops out there.
Out there.
I love it.
Nothing but
I
no's.
love it.
I know Pops
That's what I'm
is
talking
excited,
about.
man.
Shout out to my guy, man, Juwan Howard.
Yeah,
Juwan Howard.
You know,
Listen, I
I
know
was
he took a
telling
lot of heat.
I was
Yeah,
telling
he
a
did.
story to the channel, man. Growing up where we grew up off of 7 Mile in Southfield in the Detroit area, we would see guys like Jalen Rose, Chris Webber, Juwan Howard. They would come here as Michigan players to the barbershop known as Al's Barbershop.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Al's Barbershop.
Yeah,
rest in peace.
On 7 Mile in Halen, man. A lot of legends. I even showed you guys a video clip of me running around while Chris Webber was out there interviewed, man. So a lot of history when it comes to players here in the city, man. So,
Shout out.
Listen,
Shout out, man.
you might as well call, don't call them Orlando Magic, call them Orlando Wolverines because they clean up on our Wolverine
Man.
players over there.
yeah, they are, man.
Yeah, both
They
them
get
Wagner
some good ones,
boys.
too.
Yeah.
They get some good ones,
They getting
man.
all our Wolverine players.
Yeah.
My
They
goodness.
ain't going to beat us, but they getting some good
That
ones.
ain't gonna beat us.
They going to beat us, bro.
That's not happening.
Nah, we got Cade.
Yeah, we
Y'all
got
got
Ivy.
a guard on
Yeah.
y'all team that look 30 but 50 years old at the same time. I can't stand. I despise him and his. I can't stand Anthony, man. Greg Anthony
man.
and his old, young-looking son. I always got something to say about Detroit. Man.
Always. Only dude to ever try to go into a dunk contest with Tim Zone. But
Man.
that's a whole other story.
Speaking of, there you go.
There
Fast
you go.
Five right there, man.
Now, a little hint. A lot of people ain't pick up, but usually, you know what I'm saying, when I'm taking my pictures and I'm signing out, I throw this sign up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, Fat Five used to do it like this. That means, locked in there, brothers,
Right,
locked in.
right.
So I do it like this because that's what we represent. We three kings. We locked in. So that's what, when y'all see me do this, that's what that represents. So you see that Fat Five picture and you see them guys throwing it up like that, that means that they brothers, they locked in. That's where I got my inspiration from. So when you see me throw this up with the three out there looking like a W, having us locked in, that's the representative of We Three Kings.
Okay.
Listen, speaking of We Three Kings, man, we got an announcement to make right now. Me, my brother Willie right here, man. Of course, we got Big A.
Shout out Big A.
Shout out to Big A. And, of course, we got Wise.
We got some new additions coming to the podcast. So what it is that, I would say it's been 2 years since we embarked on this journey. We started, with me, King, Big A. We decided that we wanted to bring our lives into you guys' lives and be able to discuss and talk and share with you guys, the things that we do on a daily basis. And it's been a great journey. And in the midst of us doing that, we have grown. Artists have grown, participants have grown, and new ideas and new things is coming along with that. So with that being said, we had to make a change. With us being kings, the next step of the kingdom had to be the dynasty.
Right.
So with that being said, King,
I like that.
think you go ahead and let it run, bro.
I like that.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
We still going to the fashion. We're going into, other avenues of, sports media and adding on more additions to the team as well as, to what we got going on. So it was, a collective decision that, listen, we need to go ahead and expand. And we couldn't just keep it with We Three Kings because it's no longer Three Kings anymore.
Right.
And that's where the dynasty came in. And now we're embarking on this new venture. And we look forward to new things coming along. We finally got to that. We want to wait till we got to that. That mark. We finally got over 500 subscribers on YouTube, which is something that was our goal to begin with. Now it's the next 1,000 coming up, and we got more ideas coming along, more things that we're going to step forth. This is just that rebranding of that. So I would call it. It's a same thing, just a different flavor. Yeah. We're still bringing you guys the same type of content, but like I said, we're just expanding it all. So now you guys can see it's now Dynasty Sports Network.
DSN.
Yep. So DSN is in full effect, man. So you guys can expect episodes on Sundays, man. We will be dropping content on Sundays and sometime in between during the week. It depends on the special events, man. July is right around the corner. So, of course, I'll be there, but at the same time, DSN will be in the building with my brother, Big Willie. We'll be covering live like we do every single year for the Detroit Lions, for you Lions fans that are in here. It's getting ready to go down. Y'all know how much implications we have on the season.
Yeah.
We have a big season ahead of us coming out the gate with a big game against Kansas City. I mean, the hype is so real right now. Detroit Lions dropping a new helmet, man. Of course, I'm doing Lions Nation Unite with Team 84, Herman Moore, Chrissy, man. Shout out to Mike and everybody doing it. Dose of Dion, Kurt Steele, all those people over here at Lions Nation Unite, man. Shout out to Soaring Eagle as well for having us here at these events. This is still the beginning. We're going to be at many more events here at Soaring Eagles in Mount Pleasant, man. So you guys can look forward to that.
Absolutely.
Most definitely more events. Shout out also to our brothers at Culture Sports Club. They're also going to be in in this Dynasty Sports Network, as well as our brother Deuce over here, Carl Collins. Said they're always welcome. We also got our brothers at D313XP. They'll also be branching in as well. So we're branching out. Like I said, this is a dynasty now. We're creating a dynasty here. So we want to be able to share alike. And this is a great time for us, man. We look forward to bringing you guys more content. Keeping the same energy, just bringing more on on board with this this new dynasty that we got going on, man. I'm excited, King. I know you've been working on this behind the scenes for the last couple weeks, man, and we're just finally able to bring it to you guys, and we thank you guys. And if you haven't done so, if you are already in this live, I need you to go over there and make sure you subscribe to Dynasty Sports Network. Just go ahead over YouTube, type in Dynasty Sports Network, subscribe, make sure you show us some love, please.
Absolutely. While we on shout outs, I want to give a couple quick shout outs. My dog Pico Stacks, who is in this chat right now, featured on Baton. Shout out to Clutch, who's here. Shout out to Tristan, who's here. Everybody, man, everybody that's showing love. At the end of the day, we all are a community. We all a unit. We all right together. So shout out to everybody who's here, who's part of Pistons Nation. For real.
So we got the pick in now. It's Dallas.
Hey, I don't know no more.
Yeah, it's Dallas, man. But this guy's he's not about to do this dance right now. I know y'all hear the music in the background.
Go ahead, Carlton.
Look at look at this
You want me to do it with you?
Look at him.
You want me to do it with you?
Look, not both of them. Both of them. Both. Look, bro, come on, dog.
Hey.
Help us, man.
We had to.
Whenever you hear that song, you just got to. All right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a knee-jerk reaction. Can't help it.
Man, so
Right,
Derek
back to regular
Lively,
schedule
the
programming.
second out of Duke.
And
It's
once
OKC.
again, guess who's still on the board?
Now, this is the trade that they had with Dallas. Oh,
Bro, I have to figure out what's going on with Cam Whitmore.
Hey, we
bro.
need to find out. We need to search in the Twitter sphere to find out
Yeah, I'm trying.
what's going on.
It's getting out of hand now.
Yeah, I'm taken away. I'm blown away. Cam, bro.
Yeah, I'm lost, bro. It seems like at this point for me, it's not a basketball thing. It can't be.
It can't be. It gotta be.
It can't
something.
be.
I just feel like is it something?
I'm thinking it's something
I've
else
been
that
seeing
showed up injury-wise. Like, we know he was out
Right.
part of the season, so I'm thinking that might have scared some people away. We're gonna have to wait and see because him falling this
It's gotta
Yeah, I
become
mean,
medical. It has to.
he did break his tibia early in his basketball career,
Right.
and he broke his thumb last year.
More
But
of
other than that,
more of a perfect opportunity for Troy to move
man,
up.
he probably on the phone. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Mr. Herman Moore. We got everybody dancing now, man.
Oh, Herman going crazy. Hey,
It's a party. It is a party.
You want to have him come sit down?
You all right?
Hey, come on. Yeah.
What's going on, Herm? Smile for her, man.
Hey, what's up?
Having fun, Herm.
What's
Herm.
good?
Yes, sir.
We
Oh,
are
yeah.
definitely enjoying it.
Hey,
man.
you know what? I was peeping it from way back over to the stage, and I said, you know what? I didn't know we had multiple parties going on at one time, so I had to come over here and roll. You know how you move from one party to the next? This is like, if anybody don't understand how it is when you're rolling down, going from place to place, you have the block parties.
Yes, absolutely.
You always knowing, wait, hey, whose party is popping?
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, we live over here. We
Yeah,
live.
for real.
You know, Herm, first and foremost, I just want to thank you for the opportunity once again to come out here and once again represent at Soaring Eagle. Team 84 has been a blessing to me, and it's also been a blessing to my counterparts now, and I just want to thank you for that.
Much obliged.
Detroit Pistons, man, basketball. This is the great Herman Moore here. Detroit Lions legend Herman Moore. We talking basketball.
You know what? I people don't know that. I played hoops in high school. I did. Tried in college, but I did a lot more. I wasn't able to make the JV or the varsity because as you move up different levels, things get tougher. But I've stayed around the game itself. I like watching it. Most people don't get excited into the playoffs. I get that. But at the same time, when you are a professional athlete and you're in a city where you have baseball, football, basketball, hockey, you get to know these guys, man. You get to know how important the sports are to the whole fan base. So it's cool to see, be here for the draft. I may not know all the players that are part of it, but I do know, anytime you can get talent. Were we disappointed that we had the fifth pick? Yeah, but at the same time, man, anytime you can add on to a team, that's what you try and do, and hopefully, like with the Pistons, man, they can start to turn the corner because I think they got a good core of young talent, and now it's just a matter of getting everybody out there and getting it done.
Absolutely. This is a Pistons stream, but I have to ask you: Detroit Lions launch a new helmet. What is your take on the new helmet?
The new helmet
colors. That says everything.
I'm not trying to get in trouble.
Right.
Hey, all I know
He's
is
not trying to
he's
not trying to get caught in the principal's office.
Right. Here's the thing, though, right? It's not even so much that I don't like it, as much as I'm thinking like, or what were the other options? You know what I mean? Like, and I get the whole understanding how they're mixing certain elements of that with the Mustang or the vehicle or whatever it may be. And then when you look at the color combination of the gray uniforms with the blue helmets and trying to match that all up, there is a certain thing. I get it, but there's fashion because this is a fashion thing. And then there's also just naturally certain things go together.
And see, what Herman is saying, he should be in the fashion department.
You know what I mean? It's like you talking to a player. So here's the question, right? For me, somebody would ask me, they say, okay, how would you rock that? Would you wear it that way? And if you were a player today and they came and said, this is what we're doing, what would my opinion be? If I give it to you from that point of view, then I'm not going after like, yeah, I like it, no, I don't like it. But I would look at that and go, that I don't know if that fits what we're trying to represent.
Right.
All right. I get you trying to throw some of the historical piece, some of the age, but this is a new team. They're bringing a certain type of grit. The coach brings a different type of a culture. It's time to walk out of the shadows of what it is. And then when you come back, I know they're wearing it as a throwback. That's cool. But I think like even when we did our throwback in 95, and we had just the plain helmet, plain jersey, high blue socks and gray pants, it was tight because it was cold. Basic. It was cold. And then you see what's happened. It's become more of these alter ego, the Nike started putting out these different flags, different color rush and all that. So in that era, that's the type of players you have now. That's the fan base that's about fashion, right? It's not just about the history of the team, but they're going, how do you mash that with fashion and bring it all together in a whole way? And, you know, I don't know if it necessarily hit hard like that, but
Sounds to me, it sounds like you want to be a one and done situation with that, and which to me, I'm feeling like maybe it is, because I'm feeling like with the momentum with the Detroit Lions going on, especially if, you know, with the anticipation that we got going into the season, maybe next season can start what you're saying, that brand new.
Right.
You know, we don't want the, you know, the SOL marker anymore.
Right.
Okay, we pay homage this year, but next year let's go ahead and let us be the new wave of the NFL.
I'm tired of paying homage, man. I want to see new attitude, new pride. I just want to see, like, you know, we got Dan Campbell as the head coach, and we have a roster of absolute dogs.
Well,
I just want
at least we ain't gonna be in nothing like that. What is that?
I mean, it's almost like that, right?
Gee.
I mean, it ain't quite like that.
No.
Wild. That is wild. That is wild.
Hey, yo, that's
shout
what
out to Grady Dick for the red.
Hey,
jacket.
yo.
Yeah, right. That's
Fall.
wild. So, her.
All I know, you ain't gonna be able to pull that one back. This is digital age.
No, absolutely.
That gonna live forever with you.
That's burning people's minds already. I got one more question for you, Herb. Lion season coming up, training camp coming up. Listen, what we added on this team, I just want to know, what do you think we do next season? Do we go to the playoffs, or do we go to the playoffs and make some noise?
One, I think what defines this as a winning season. One, I think they got to get through the NFC North. The door is open for them to do that. A lot of people think it's going to be a walk because Aaron Rodgers gone, because Minnesota's got a little bit of a shakeup. You know, Chicago's over making a little bit of noise quietly that people don't realize and putting some things together. But the Lions still got to play, and they got to keep people healthy. They got to get some things done. So I think first starting there with winning the NFC North is first and foremost. Do that. That gives you automatically into the playoffs. Now you're not worried about your record. You're just worried about winning your division. Once you win your division, now when you get in, if you have the opportunity to have a home game or get a bye, that's even better. And if you don't, you just got to say, you know what? We got to get in the postseason play, but we got to get in the postseason healthy.
Yeah.
And people don't realize when you get in the postseason, it's about getting in the postseason healthy, and that you're ascending, not trying to figure out stuff. And then the Lions, we see where they go from there. Are they the best team in the NFL right now? No. I mean, I think there's still more talented teams, but you can see it coming together to where, can they compete and win any game against any team? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But it's going to take them having to play at that type of a level all the time in order to be able to supplant some of these other teams, I think, that are more ready to be saying, okay, they should be in the Super Bowl or AFC or NFC conference championships.
Now, it's a different feeling now, because you see, you know, the Lions are starting to get a lot of media attention now. Like, they're becoming that new kid on the black flavor that, you know, a lot of people are paying attention to. So does that kind of give you a pause or a scary way to say, okay, you know, a lot of people are predicting the Lions to make some noise this upcoming season? Oh, should we embrace it is what
I think we should embrace it, because it's been such a long time since we've had the enthusiasm to say, you know, not only we're just saying it, and I think the loyal fans always will say, you know, new season, Lions got an opportunity. I think now you're pulling out people who have no affinity or reason to really cheer for the Lions. They go, hey, you got to watch out for the Detroit Lions. So they're recognizing that there's talent, that there's development, there's growth, and a lot that has happened. But it doesn't matter what anyone other than the players think or do, because they are the ones who have to perform. I believe as a fan, hey, man, you got to go out here and wear those shirts, those jerseys, and all that new swag you buying. You better enjoy it now, because there's no guarantee what's going to happen.
Right.
But if it does turn out well, then, man, let's ride this wave with them. I know as alum, man, we're feeling real good about it. I'm feeling real good about the team. And I'm liking just the way they shut out the noise in this development. And now they're bringing along with some swag, because you can't play this game. You can't be in the NFL and be the good guy, you know, and you got to bring a little attitude with it.
Now, I got one question for you. Now, we know that this Detroit Lions team got one of the best offensive lines in the NFL, maybe top 5, maybe number 1 in my opinion. Could you imagine what Barry Sanders would have did behind this line?
All right. Let me say this. Let me jump in and say this. So this is the one that's interesting because a lot of people. I was just having this. I was chopping up with this guy a moment ago. We was talking about he's a Dallas Cowboy fan.
Mm-hmm.
He said Emmett had this line and he had this and this. He did. He had tackle to tackle, solid, right? They had a good fullback in the backfield, quarterback, receivers, all this other stuff, tight end. Barry, when you look at our offensive output, we were just as good, if not better, than most of those teams, right, during our time. The difference is people forget Kevin Glover, Pro Bowl. They forget Jeff Hardings,
Lomas
Pro
Brown.
Bowl. Lomas Brown, Pro Bowl. They forget guys who we got from other teams. While they weren't Pro Bowlers with us, they were Pro Bowlers coming from those teams to our team. So he had a line. And then when you look outside, there's an argument that could be made to say he had probably the best receiving unit for a period of at least 4 or 5 years that played with him during that time when he had the Pro Bowlers on the line. So while he may not have had it throughout his whole tenure, I don't think any real running backs can really say they did that.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I have to make sure people realize, man, don't forget about these other guys that were Pro Bowlers that he had. And the Lions themselves may have chosen to only promote certain people or a person versus saying this is a team. Because if you say Barry going against 11 people, he's not going to be Barry Sanders. But you put 11 people out there or 10 more out there with Barry, that's why Barry Sanders is Barry Sanders.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? So he could have done more. He could have done less. Right? They could have had him just hitting up the middle more so than having guys that may be a little bit more versatile and flexible. And then he wouldn't have Barry wouldn't have had a chance to play with me.
Right. You know?
And then God knows then what he would have happened to him. He may not have ended up anywhere.
Right. Everybody doesn't get the luxury to play with her. You know?
Right.
No, man. But you know what? We all wish that. I wish, I played with different quarterbacks. I'm certain other guys wish they may have played with other receivers, other running backs. People felt at certain times, believe it or not, that if we didn't have Barry, that we would have been a different team because of his running style. And that was ludicrous. I was like, I started to go, ludicrous, woo!
Yeah.
Right. But, Barry, man, there's no argument there. That guy is he's just a beast. He was a king with it. And I was honored to play with a guy like that because he elevated what the expectation was.
Man, appreciate it.
There it is.
Appreciate it. Thank
Hey,
you.
so I appreciate y'all over here.
Yes, sir.
Getting it in. Appreciate you guys coming out and showing some love. Appreciate all y'all for being there online. Hey, keep showing that love and support.
Yes, sir.
Right.
And we out.
Appreciate you.
Show them how to dance.
Back to the party.
Right.
Listen to Jordan Hawkins. Cam's still not been selected yet.
That's wild.
That's gonna be interesting.
I just want to know what the medical situation is with him.
It sounds to me it's got to be something medical for him to drop this far.
Right.
Something that scared them off.
Welcome back, Deuce.
Oh yeah, what's up, y'all? No, y'all the football heads here, man. So I had to step aside for a minute.
Hey, that's why we need you to come on to the other side too.
Hey, man, I'm trying, man.
Come on over to the dark side.
I'm student, man. I'm a humble
side.
student. I gotta get to y'all level first before I come over there. For sure.
Man, listen, hey, Cam's still up here, so
It has to be medical,
it's gotta
bro.
be medical, bro. It's
Someone
got to.
said he violated the Geneva
wow.
Convention, which is not good. But I'm not sure if that's don't quote me on that. Most of what I'm hearing so far is injury concerns.
That's what I'm assuming it has to be.
Hold on, I got a few Pistons
Go
writers.
ahead.
I've seen the word trade. Wait.
Yeah, people talk about how he broke his tibia when he was younger, but I'm not really concerned about that. Maybe something happened during rehab, possibly. I don't know. It's hard to say, man. Okay.
Yeah, there go Kobe Buffkin is coming off the board.
Yeah. Who's this player, Con? Mariella?
Kobe Buffkin is going.
He's going
to
to Atlanta. So two top 15 picks Also,
Bruh.
The bet.
that's the bet.
That's the bet.
That's the
Where Chrissy
bet.
Go?
Stand up.
Ooh, I told her not to.
Chrissy.
Chrissy, I'm sorry.
They both went. They both went in the top 15.
Yeah. Hey, Willie, pass me the hat, bro.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.
So, man.
Yes, sir.
Go blue.
Yeah. Go
My
Blue.
guys with top 15, go blue.
That's fire.
Let's engage with a little bit of
Yeah, let's see what's going on with
First of
comments.
all, shout out to our brother, Dennis Whitehead.
Oh, my brother's in here. Look at him. He going crazy in the comments, man.
Hey, shout out.
We got Bebop. That's Rockstar.
I know he's sitting back, tossing back a couple of dillies and a couple of sillies right here in the comment, man. But shout out to my bro, man. That's my twin. That's my Amir to my, to Asa right there. That's my brother right there, man.
Hey, Milo Smith said if downtown ever join y'all, your new name should be called Kings for Life. Hey, man, I'm coming to the dark side. I'm coming to the dark side.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all for being in here, man. It's still 300 strong. The Pistons got picked 31. It's 300 strong in here,
Hey,
man.
man.
Y'all here to support us,
I think they want us to just keep going until 31.
man.
I mean, we had.
Listen, they rocking with us, man. So
They
it looks like they're
rocking
having
with us
fun. I know they hear the music in the background. So let's might as
Know
well
what
go
I'm
ahead and enjoy this party activity, this festivities we got going on, man.
Hey,
'Cause I know I'm
man.
ready to rock once we get off of this show.
I know you are.
Got all the legends are still here, man. Everybody's still here.
Yeah.
Like I say, y'all got to get up here for one of these events at Mount Pleasant. It's worth it. It's definitely worth it. It's totally free.
Yeah, this is dope.
How
This
much
is dope.
more can you ask? You know what I'm saying? You come in here and hang out, man, and have an opportunity. You never know. You might get a snapshot, a signature here and there.
Yeah.
It's an opportunity, man.
Now it is a little bit of a drive, I would say.
Man.
Yeah. Just make sure you get here early.
There you go.
Yeah.
Let Deuce tell it when Pistons games is going on. I'm at the arena at 12 o'clock.
Man, nah. 12 o'clock is late. He be there at 5 in the morning before the doors open.
Now, King, let me ask: Is it time for another break? Can we do for another break?
I think it's time. I think it's
Yeah,
time.
we definitely give us a little break, man. Let's, quench our thirst a little bit.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
So we want to give a special shout out to our brother, Mr. T. Merritt.
Yes, sir.
He is a local city barber. He is responsible for cutting this chubby face that you see right here. This Gerald Levert lineup that we got going on right here. T. Merritt is one of our brothers, man. He grew up with us, me, Willie, when we were this big.
Mhm. And he's also located down there on the Avenue of Fashion in the same area, in the same complex as Culture Detroit. So I call that the fresh and clean selection. So you can go over there, get your clean cut, go over there to Culture, get fresh. Man, you be coming down. By the time you get to 7 Mile, man, the ladies gonna be on you, man. So shout out to my boy T. Merritt, man. Much love to you, man. That's our brother, man. He's doing it real big down there, man.
Shout
So
out.
go ahead, man. Drop that commercial, man, so they can see what my brother
He's
working with.
chubby, he's light skinned. We're going to drop it.
Man, look at that blessed hair Negro right there on man. Once again, shout out to my guy T. Merritt. We also going to make sure we send a link in the comment section. So if you guys want to go ahead and link up with my guy, you can book your appointment, man. Go up there, get fresh, get clean, man. So shout out to my brother, our brother T Merritt, man. He's doing it real big out there, man. Cuts is clean. Man.
Hey, Willie, you was looking like Steve Harvey back when he had hair, bro.
Man, listen. The lineup is real. I'm telling you, man. The hair is real. The lineup is real.
You look like Gerald Levert. You need to sing a verse.
Oh,
this is all thing. No Beijing. No hair dyes, man. This is all me. Man, you know?
Real hairline.
Exactly, real hairline.
Where we at, man? Pick 17.
Yeah.
Kobe Buckton, man. That's what's up.
No, we're at 16 with Utah.
Okay.
Yeah, 16 with Utah. See what they're gonna do.
Cam Whitmore is still on the board, man.
That's the shocker of this draft right
I
now.
was searching, trying to find something, man.
I can't find anything.
It's probably not gonna come out.
It's probably too soon. Yeah.
As soon as he gets drafted, it's gonna go. Boop.
That's when they're gonna
he gotta
tell.
be sick, man. Wow.
Yeah, ain't nothing out there.
Yeah, that's
Y'all
crazy.
find something, let us know in the comment section, man. This is
yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cam was all over the place on everybody mock draft board and everything. So yeah, something definitely had
So
to come
check
up.
this out. According to Jeremy Wu, this is Twitter, y'all. With Cam Whitmore falling out of the lottery, my understanding is that there's probable trepidation surrounding his medicals that contributed to this slide.
Yeah.
That chatter grew louder behind the scenes today.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense.
But
Man.
what injury issues are they referring to? That's what I'm trying to figure. I know he didn't have.
It's something more likely it's significant where he probably gonna have to miss some time. I think that's gonna come out if and when he gets drafted. That more than likely, if whoever drafts him, he's gonna go in for some type of surgery. So he's probably not going to be available majority, if not this season, from what it sounded like with this injury.
That's
so
possible.
But we got the 31st pick. If he slip all the way to 31,
Man, you can't. Come on, man.
Or we can still move up from 31 to come up if you want to.
That's true.
I mean, to have
true.
a talent like that to be able to sit on is
At this point, what you gonna trade to move up right now?
Yeah.
Like,
well, I mean, it's Troy Weaver we talking about. You never know.
It's Troy. You never know with Troy.
All right, we can trade.
Leave my guy alone, man.
Here you
know
go.
who we can trade.
Leave my guy
Y'all know
alone.
who we. I'm not even gonna say it. Who can we trade?
Man, y'all already know who we talking about. Yeah.
Who can we trade?
I'm
ladies and
I love Bojan. I'm not on a king train where every time I mention Bojan it's a negative. But I'm just saying, is there a scenario where you guys think he can start alongside a Cade in the Ivy, in the Duran, and maybe a Cam or Isaiah Stewart?
I don't see it. It's just that because that would hinder us offensively, in my opinion.
Okay.
So right off the bat, no, I can't see it.
I don't know, man, because we seen a 12-game sample of Cade, man. His averages wasn't shady at all. So you got Ivy and Cade, and you also got Duran. He's not an offensive guy, but he can produce offense.
But we're talking about the front court. That would be right now. Well, if you guys saying if Bogey is traded, that would mean it would be Thompson, Stewart, and Duran. That's not a really too much skill. Defensively, yes. Mm-hmm. Offensively, it's a lot of stagnant going on. Well, and then we don't know what we're going to get yet with Cade coming back. Yeah, so to put him in that lineup where we don't know, we know, but we don't know, I wouldn't risk it at this point. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Even if we get rid of Bojan, we going to free agency to get something.
Yeah.
to replace him. So I'm still not concerned with not good Lord, I said Asar being a starter.
Yeah.
I'm not
But
concerned with that.
to me, I think Bogey is staying just for the simple fact. Even if we used to get rid, to me, it's the same thing that we went through last year when we got rid of Jeremy Grant. We're going to get rid of Grant to get somebody like Grant. We're going to get rid of Bogey. There's going to be somebody like Bogey. As far as like production wise,
You're missing the moment. The moment changed when Portland selected Stu.
Yeah.
Dame is leaving.
Yeah.
Jeremy's not going back to Portland. Guess what team he's tied to?
Okay.
The Pistons.
Now that that's happened, I can see there's no point for him to stay there. There's no point for Jeremy to stay there.
I wouldn't mind bringing Jeremy Grant back. I didn't want him to go in the first place. But it seems right now it's working. If he does come back, it was working in our favor. We just let Portland borrow him for a year and a half.
We traded him for a year to get Jalen Duren. Now, if we can bring him back, we didn't trade anything.
Right.
So I won't be mad at that at all.
That's interesting.
King, we also got to talk about this. There's some rumors about me and Big A. We talked about this earlier when we was on the phone. About you got Tobias Harris coming along.
Hey, I was saving that. You brought it up, go. So hey, you know what I'm saying. Listen, man, Tobias, I have a love-hate relationship with. You're gonna get offense from Tobias. His defense ain't as bad as Boyan's, but if you need help side defense, don't look for Tobias to do it. I remember vividly yelling at the TV screen at Tobias. So, like I said, we got some defenders, man. We got some guys in that front court that can help out with that situation. Like I said, I still think Stu is definitely under the radar right now.
I do too.
I think next season he's going to even surprise people even more because this season, over one summer, he developed a jump shot good enough to take 3 points.
There you go.
The man works his behind off. And that's what a lot of fans don't appreciate, man.
Yep.
So, like I said, I think Stu is going to take another step forward. I think Durant is definitely going to take another step forward, especially under the Monty Williams.
Thank you.
Monty's going to unleash him. He's going to unleash him.
Yep.
He loves those type of bigs, man. It's part of the reason why him and Ayton didn't get along. Because Ayton is soft as Dr. Scott. Let's just be honest about it.
We talked about that.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I wouldn't sleep on Stu and Durant, man, taking some steps forward. But we bring back a guy like Tobias Harris.
Is he a day one starter if you bring him back?
Yeah.
Tobias?
At the 4?
Yeah.
Or at the 3?
I will put him at the 3.
Yeah.
At the 3 and put Stu at the 4?
Stu at the 4 and Durant
at the 5. I'm not mad at that.
Bagley and Wiseman off the bench with A.
Y'all still talking about getting rid of Bogey, man. I don't.
Yeah, I'm saying if they still here, if you get rid of them, you got to replace them with
something. I don't think it's necessary to. We shouldn't have to have addition by subtraction at this point. I don't think it's necessary because it's like the production part of it is
who's going Wiseman or Bagley? Which one of them?
Bagley, bro. We talked about this, and here's why. They're very similar to me. They're not the same, but here's the difference. Bagley has had time to show who he is. And I like Bagley, right? But I don't know if he is what we need right now. He's been here, it's been his 3rd year with us next season, right? So
more like
2.5.
2.5.
Yeah,
2.5. And we had what with Wiseman? Half a year?
Not even that much.
I think you have more upside with Wiseman than you do with Bagley because you've already seen Bagley's giving you 2 years.
Yeah.
And I know he's been hurt, but when he's been healthy, he hasn't been.
But the most, we already know the accountability is availability. He has to be available. And like you said, he's shown it now. Trying to figure out how to get those guys to work it's going to be on his coaching staff to figure it out. But yeah.
Now, what if you come out of the summer and you see Bagley come out with a transformed body?
Okay.
Transformed body don't mean much if that body don't stay on the court.
That's what I'm saying. The reason why that body ain't staying on the court is because that body ain't transformed.
Right.
That he ain't taking care of that body over the offseason. He working on his jump shot.
At that point, I let the season play out. until the trade deadline.
Preseason is
And
gonna be that tell.
Yes,
we're gonna have to see.
And I'm letting it go into the trade deadline. If he comes with a transformed body on a mission up here, I'm letting it play out until April or until the trade deadline.
I kind of want to see some of these guys get an opportunity to play with Ivy and Cade. I really do, because like I said, come on, bro. They haven't had we had 27 different lineups.
I wouldn't mind seeing Cade and Wiseman in the pick and roll scenario.
Pick and roll.
I wanted, like I said,
because the rare occasion we've seen it with him and Bagley, it was nice.
Yeah,
it was nice.
Yeah, and
so what could it be with Wiseman?
The thing with Wiseman and Bagley offensively, the pick and roll, the way they move to the basket, the way they can go off either guard, Ivy or Cunningham, is what intrigues one of them to stay.
Right.
You don't get that as much, with Durant. He's still learning, and Stewart, that's probably the next part of his game. But it's something you want to see.
I agree. I ain't gonna lie though. Cade and Duran, we saw Ivy and Duran last year.
Yeah,
Cade and Duran, bro.
It's something that we let's see how that play. I just want to see how it plays.
I want to see these bigs get out. These bigs are very fortunate on our team.
Yeah, they are.
You have 3 guards on this team that are willing to pass the ball.
Yes.
3 of them,
including
Ivy. Yes, because Ivy, we weren't sure about when he got drafted.
I was, but
I'm
just saying.
I would say this: I didn't think he was going to have that high assist totals.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
I knew he was a great passer just by watching this college film.
Yep.
But I didn't think he would do that at such a good volume, right out the gate.
Okay.
So I was a little surprised by that.
Okay.
But that's obviously a
fair.
plus.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, we sleep on Ivy. As a fan base, we don't. But as a fan base, we forget how good of a season he has.
Thank you.
We don't talk about it.
Bro, that was the silver lining of us getting the 5th pick. You know what it was? No more of this scoop talk. No more of this should we trade Ivy and get scoop.
When was that ever? So who was responsible for that?
Thank Twitter. Thank Pistons Twitter for that. That was utter nonsense. There was nothing that Jaden Ivey did last season to tell you that he's not the shooting guard of the future. Nothing. Absolutely
and listen,
nothing.
I think the way the Pistons
that
could
be,
be,
man.
And for me, I think saying Monty Williams could bring this about. I don't think we need to confine to what the league is. I think we need to start looking to having the league confined to what we are.
Yeah.
Guys like Cade and Ivy, to me, they're on. I wouldn't label them as shooting points. I'm just labeling them as guards.
I got you.
And because they both can do whatever, and then we got, if we can, the bigs can transform into something. It's like I think we need to start working on making the league respond to us, not copycat the league. Because you're seeing what's going on with Denver. Denver got them. Jokic is a unicorn.
Yeah.
Jokic is the future of what the big man need to be. And for them guys to come out of college, why do you think like Dickinson and the guy from Purdue didn't come out? Because they're that throwback type of back to the basket post game type of. Jokic has changed the way he's elevated what the big man is going to be going forward.
Right.
There's no more of just straight tossing it down in the paint and I'm gonna back you up. No, you got to be able to post. You got to be able to. You got to be able to, pass. You got to be able to shoot. You got to be able to bring the ball. He has elevated what it is to be a big man now.
That's true.
And it was time.
It was
time. Know what I'm saying? The big man hasn't been, for the last couple of years, really hasn't shown itself.
My
now
God,
we got a guy like
that's
Jokic.
The goat right there.
Now we got a guy like Jokic is showing that there's going to be a different element. And I think a lot of the big guys are going to start copying what Jokic's doing. And that's definitely going to bring it to.
Wait, first of all, let's talk about that.
What, Denver?
Yes.
Oh, let's talk about it.
Listen,
let's talk about it.
All these theories, right, that media create that you fans listen to all day. You got to have 85 scorers on your team. Your big men are dead. You got to have athleticism and all of this stuff. They crush every simple little lie that media feeds y'all. Every single one of them. But you have to have, at the end of the day, a balanced team. I don't care what you say. Even when we look at a team like Golden State, they were balanced. Golden State had Curry and Thompson, but they had a bunch of just guys on their team, bro. That's how basketball
They had that utility man over there. That guy that's coming, that's about to sign with Detroit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and not even just him,
That guy that's about to,
guys
Here
in
you
about to
go.
side with
Here
Detroit.
you go.
You know what I'm
Here you
saying?
go.
So, like I said, Jokic is the most basic, great player I ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
He does nothing
I like him.
spectacular. You know what he does? He plays fundamental basketball
Yep.
at a high level. He has very high basketball IQ.
That's the key.
That's the key.
That what you just said is the key.
It's not about how high you can jump. It's not about a big man can shoot threes and all these theories that you heard over the years. It's all garbage.
Right.
That's why I'm always screaming at
That's
y'all.
facts. No,
But,
yeah.
but like I said, what Jokic is doing, he's showing, he's giving a blueprint now. This is what the big man need to be. You know, so you gotta elevate your skill set now. You can no longer be.
That's the mistake in itself right there. Stop trying to be other people.
Yeah.
That works for Jokic.
Yeah.
Don't go out and try to get a guy that's like Jokic. Get guys and put a team together that fit together.
Right.
Period. We're the Pistons fans.
I was just about to say that.
But you know,
Every
but
time-
this is a copycat league. Though. We know they try to either try to copycat or defend what wins.
And they end up losing.
You know,
every time.
everybody else because they're not there. That's
Right.
why the league has been trying it for years when the Golden State had their dynasty.
Right.
That's why everybody started shooting like crazy because they're trying to copy or keep up with that. It could be possibly a change of guard with what Jokic is bringing now, which I'm welcoming that because I said his style of play as far as like a big man go, it is elevating him now. Like we going from different levels of big man. This is a new generation big man that he could possibly be.
Right.
That keeps these big guys want to play. To me, the big guys don't want to play big no more.
Right.
They don't want to play big no more. They're not
Yeah.
scaring nobody. There's nobody out there. There's no big out there scared. Only big that's scaring
I mean, you
somebody
got-
is the guy that's out there, messing with the porn stars, and he's not even a big.
Listen, the league is actually full of bigs.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, they're full of them, but they're not fit. Nobody fears them.
You got,
Well, I mean, you got Joel
Jokic,
Embiid.
You got Joel.
Nobody
Embiid.
fears Joel. Joel Embiid can't
No,
stay
I
off
ain't
the
gonna say
damn
that.
ground.
I ain't gonna, no.
They do not
bro,
listen.
Listen.
This man going out there
Jokic-
and scoring 50 and 20.
Nah, bro. Yeah.
But
Jokic
but it doesn't resonate in playoffs.
You think somebody?
Well, no, yeah, I agree with that.
And he can't stay off the damn ground.
But he
He
when
gonna be hurt most time because he don't want to stay his big ass off the
I
ground.
think his supporting cast is the problem.
There you go. That's the key.
But he has some
That's the
supporting
key.
cast though. Like
But
how
not
much
like
do you
him.
need?
They go bye.
Not like
Yeah,
James Harden.
but look who he done had. He done had
They
Prime
out there-
Ben Simmons.
they
He done
out
had
here-
Jimmy Butler. He
What-
done
what-
had
They out
Tobias
here
Harris.
doing their best.
He
Jason
done had.
Tatum and
But
Jaylen
hold on, and they
Brown.
were 5 bounces away from winning that series.
Yeah, ting,
You know what I'm saying?
boom.
So that, I mean, come on, like,
But he had it though.
but they would have won that year.
Yeah.
They would have beat Golden State. I'm
Well,
sorry.
yeah, because Golden State was hurt.
Right.
That was the only reason. The
Right.
only reason why they
They would have
because
won
it
that
was-
year.
But
And he would have had one before Jokic.
I said, but I was saying, like I have me, King, Big A, we had discussion on We Three Kings with DSN now.
Right.
And I was saying that in order for this league to make that change, we need a dominant big man. We need one of the big dominant ones like Jokic, like Giannis, like Embiid to win it. And to continually win it. And and it was coming down. This year was looking like it was going to be big on big.
Right.
And then I'll throw Anthony Davis in there, but I can't. Nobody really can depend on. Listen,
Nah,
I don't want. Listen, I'm hard. Anthony Davis,
man.
He's kind of fraudulent a little bit to me. I know he's a great player, but to me, he's been on my hit list since they put him in that top
Jokic
75.
made him look like his son.
And he wasn't the only one.
He made everybody look like.
Let me tell you this: when Bam Adebayo was getting worked by Jokic, guess who was happy?
Listen,
Anthony Davis.
listen.
Because he's like, it ain't just me no more.
Listen,
It ain't just me.
Jokic made DeAndre Ayton call in with a sick note. Like, I ain't playing this last game.
Listen, bro. Listen. And he didn't like I said, he doesn't do it with brute force. He outplays you, man.
Yeah.
He outthinks you.
Yeah.
And that's my thing, man. They showing Cam on the screen. Miami, he got a Miami face though.
Like this, just like a South Beach.
Man, to
the
get him
other
over
guy?
there, get him over there with Jimmy Butler, that would be.
What was his name? That we wanted to draft, but he didn't. He went to Miami. He acted like he didn't want to come to Detroit. He started talking smack.
Wait, Miami or Orlando?
Miami. It was beforehand. It was when
That's when that was the
Stanley
Luke
Johnson came
Kennard
out?
draft, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was when Stanley Johnson came out.
What's his name?
Oh,
I
my
know you're talking
God.
about. I know you're talking about.
That's how important he is. I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't even remember his name. I'm about to look it up.
I see, but back to what I was trying to get at. Like, I could see it being Embiid, but like I said, he has to win it. To me, he has to win something.
His clock is ran out for me.
I think so. I think he got the MVP, and I think he's been trying to get that the last few years. That MVP.
He's been up there.
Somebody else.
Yeah,
he's been up there.
But I don't know if he's gonna get it now.
Yeah, the process got to stop. He got to go somewhere else.
Process is over.
Yeah, it's period. If you want to win, that's what you got to do.
Nice question. Does Denver repeat? I've been a Denver fan since the bubble.
They got a chance, but the way the league is going now, like we haven't had a repeat since Golden State.
Listen, the league ain't going nowhere. It's no direction. It's every year a different team win, and then the league is going this way.
Right.
No, it's not.
But,
it's until the next team win.
But the thing is this though, you see the direction. You this year,
That's Winslow.
Yeah, Winslow. Yep.
There you go, Winslow. There you
But
go,
you got these trades. You got these, and then you see Phoenix. They still trying to do the big three thing. We still
that's over.
That's done.
Right now, I could see them doing it because like out of all the teams, they seem to have a team right now that's meshing. Also, we got Bruce Brown. Also, he opted out of his contract too.
Yeah,
who's that?
He going back to Denver.
Bruce Brown.
Yeah.
Oh, he going back.
Yeah.
They gonna pay him.
But like I said, the reason why the big three theory is that you see all these big threes on these teams. A lot of them was at home watching the playoffs with us.
Yeah.
Because you know why? You got some of these big threes. They don't have a team full roster. They don't have the depth. They don't have the guys for certain things that you need.
Give up a lot.
It's more ingredients to winning than fans think.
The problem,
if you're gonna be a big three, you have your 1 and 2 have to be very, very strong. Who was the last big three to win?
The ones who started the mess in the first place.
They didn't. No, LeBron didn't start it, but first of all, that was Boston. But
UCLA. That's
you got to have a very strong 1 and 2 because your depth is gonna be lacking.
Yeah. I would say that.
So go ahead.
Listen, Jamie Jacquez.
It's Jaime.
I'm sorry, Jaime. Last tournament, he was on fire.
I mean, hey, he got luscious locks. Leave him alone now.
I don't know.
Huh? I don't know.
The wifeys are asking, "What's up with Cam Whitmore?" We don't have an answer for him. They're saying it's a medical issue.
It's some popped up medically, so
it has to be.
Are letting them fall a little bit before they go.
He's too good for it to be anything else.
Yeah, he was supposed to be a top five pick.
But obviously, whatever was going on, Troy knew about it, and everybody else seems to have too.
That's wild, man.
That's wild. But I got what's up?
So Brogdon with a health issue.
Oh wow. Yeah, Brogdon has a health issue.
But that trade has been on and off for like
it's on now, yeah. So but
I'm still mad about Bobo.
Oh, last year. Yeah, that would have fixed our Bagley Wiseman problem.
Man, it definitely would have. Even Bobo and Durant.
Man, what?
Out there running around like a giraffe, shoot threes, man.
Oh, hey, speaking of in the gym, hey, y'all guys, I know you guys was giving my guy some slack last year when he got drafted. He's been hurt, but you see your guy over there in OKC putting on some weight?
Oh, Chet.
Yeah.
I don't see the weight that he put on.
They showed the picture. I was like, okay.
He looked like he put on 2.5 pounds.
He didn't look bigger. He looked sweatier. That's
But listen, the thing was he's been working. Like a guy that size, a guy that size.
It's easy.
It's not you're not going to go from 1 year.
Look, all you have to do is team it. Hey, Zion, we need you to come on as a counselor to put some pounds on Chet.
No, but hey,
it's not that easy.
As
it's
somebody
for a guy that
crazy
size
metabolism.
Yeah.
How long I've been skinny? My entire life until recent years.
Right, but he's only 19. King, what size was you at 19?
Man,
I was bony.
Right,
King, what size am I at 36?
See what it be.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's my whole thing is
it's
like
different for everybody.
Like let him.
But
he got bumped man damn near broke his
It's a
foot.
foot injury, but it happens.
I don't know how
Now,
that
I
happened.
think it was a dirty play by LeBron.
Come
Yeah.
on, man.
Here we go.
Here we go.
At the
Just
same,
can't get away
listen,
from it.
I don't think
just
you know what I'm
can't.
saying. It's that's one of the because you can say the same thing. Zion been hurt, and he's a big guy, but he's overweight.
Yeah,
You got one guy's underweight, so it happens. But they're young.
That's a good point.
They're young.
That's a good point.
They'll get there. I mean, look how KG and KD came in the league. KD still about the same a little bit.
Yeah, he put on a little bit of weight.
Just, I mean,
A little bit.
a grown man weight. He in his 30s
Right.
now, so he
Grown
gonna put
man
on a little bit of grown man weight.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna have a choice.
Right.
So we're gonna see. I'm looking forward to seeing him.
Yeah, he's gonna be nice.
OKC in that San Antonio with Chet and Wemby. That's gonna be
fun to watch.
That's gonna be a little intriguing matchup.
That is gonna be
forward
fun
to
to
that.
watch.
Yeah.
Jaime out here looking like El Plaga. Listen, so with the Piston situation, man, like I said, the team we gonna change up some things. Obviously, somebody ain't gonna be there, especially Corey Justin. So with
favorite player?
Kojo gone,
yeah,
and Dwayne Casey off the sideline,
yeah,
uh,
changing of the guard.
yeah,
for sure.
So like I said, it's gonna be some new sauce going on out there on the court. Like I said, I can't wait to see the development of our backcourt.
There we go.
Williams.
I just want to see a healthy team.
Man, please.
I just want to see
be available. Drink some milk. Drink some milk all summer.
We talked about it last year. Ivy was the only guy that consistently was playing starting all throughout the season. That was really it. I mean,
Right.
Duran started, the latter half of the season. Kay was out. Stu missed some time. It was pretty much just Ivy by himself. So just seeing a healthy team next year is just going to be fun in itself. And then seeing how Asar fits into the whole equation is going to be even more fun.
Right. So I'm going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break.
Yep.
I can't feel my left leg right now.
Yeah, we got to stand up and
I'm
stretch
gonna
for a
stand
minute.
up for a quick second, man, and we'll be right back.
Yes, sir.
Wow, black-owned shoe store. Culture. My culture, though. You see what they talking about in here. What's up, little dog? You good? Y'all got something here for me? I'm talking about exclusive. They got all the dunks? How many dunks they got? Something like these. Y'all got a little vibe in here. They buying shoes, selling shoes. It feels like the culture. They dunking on people. Oh, they doing TikTok. They looking out for the kids. Oh, man, this is great, man. Oh, they got all different races working here. It just really feels like culture.
You're looking for a black-owned shoe store to get some real drip at? Come up here to Culture Detroit, man. That's what the streets been missing. Welcome home, fam.
Yes, sir. Well, I know this not my channel, but I got to do it. Shout out to Culture Detroit, located at 19327 Illinois Avenue of Fashion. Those are brothers down there. There are our official sponsors. There's Coastal King sponsors as well as Dynasty Sports Network sponsors. So if you guys are ever down in that area, down at the Avenue of Fashion, go ahead, pop on in. They got some exclusive. They got some heat, fire in the store. Make sure you say We Three Kings 6. I'm sorry. Make sure you say Dynasty, DSN. The fellas from DSN said, that for us to come in, our brothers gonna look out for you. For shout out to Culture Detroit.
All right, so what we're going to do right now, we're going to give some final thoughts, man. They're getting ready to shut down this area, man. It's getting late. We're going to go on out here and enjoy ourselves and party.
Yeah, I'm about to pull a deuce right here.
Yeah.
Give me my sip again, man. I'm empty over here.
You know what I'm saying?
But we'll be picking up tomorrow. We'll see what we do at 31. I'll be picking up tomorrow again. So if these guys want to join, that's fine. But we'll be talking about that tomorrow, man. But we're going to go ahead and get some final thoughts. So, Deuce, final thoughts, man, on the draft and the Pistons situation.
Well, I mean, my pick went terribly wrong. Obviously, I picked Cam Whitmore, and it's obviously something going on. He's too good of a player to drop this far. But we do have Asar Thompson.
Yeah.
And I am very eager to see what it was that Troy saw. In Asar Thompson. So I'm excited. I'm still excited. It wasn't my ideal situation, but I really want to see how Asar can fit with this team going forward. So that's my take.
I would say if there wasn't an issue with Cam, I believe we would have got Cam.
Yeah, I think so.
And I think now we're looking at what's going on. I think Asaro was the alternative.
Yeah.
To what was, I think like you said, you guys with Jarris Walker, we log jam with that type of guy. So if it wasn't Cam, we already got a log jam. I would have liked him with my guy, with saying with Hendricks. I would like him, but I am right now going to be looking into seeing what the intrigue is. Of course, we'll hopefully hear from Trey Weaver what that intrigue was, and then see what what they're thinking now, and look forward to seeing that guy go out there in the summer league and see what he can do.
Yeah,
summer league is coming up, King.
It's coming up quick.
Summer league's coming up, man. So it's good to see. We're about to see, Ivy go ahead and win.
Oh, before I I gotta get my phone. Make sure you guys.
Oh yeah.
Make sure you guys subscribe.
Yeah.
To DSN, man. Please
subscribe to his breast.
Pause. Hey, yo, what I'm saying? Hey, yo.
Rewind.
So make sure you shout out to DSN, Dynasty Sports Network. That is our new network. If you guys haven't already done so, please make sure you go over there to that channel and subscribe. Because like I said, we'll be on Sunday, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So my final thoughts, man.
Let's hear it.
Take a tour. I'm gonna break it down for you guys.
Yep.
But I just want to give this message to y'all. I know you guys been sticking around. I know you guys been saying, "Hey, man, where's King? Where's King?" Well, this is what King has been doing. King is, I'm trying to create some pathways, man, to get everybody involved. Some new things for you guys, more exclusive things for you guys. So I've been putting in a lot of work behind the scenes, and it's all for you guys that's been here since the beginning, since I was sitting on a van seat in my garage, man. Some of you guys have been here following me, and I appreciate that, man.
And just to follow up on that, I want to give a shout out to King too, because he's the original OG. He's been here in this during the time when the Pistons really weren't fun to watch, when they had no future, right? When the Greg Monroe was our best player, right? So shout out to this man for sticking through all that, through thick and thin, and creating opportunities for other people to really have a platform. I want to give a lot of love to you for that. Something you didn't have to do. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you for that for sure.
And that just shows that y'all don't appreciate me enough. But, with that said, though, we're going to go ahead and wrap the show up, man, and get out of here so they can go ahead and shut everything down, man. And we'll see you guys tomorrow, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good service, everybody. Cam.
Dress up, bless up, step up and get it. Lace up, face up, I'm here to win it. It's for my city, and the team coming with me. Headed for the championship, even if the road is long. Legends pave the way for us. Nothing in this world can take it from us. Don't underestimate our generation when you see us coming for ya. And when you knock me down, I'm getting back up. Cause when I step on the floor, you know your time's up. I'm on my way up and I'm not gonna stop. We headed straight to the top and I know I gotta face it. I got no time to waste it. It's my time now. Hit me the baton. Hit me the baton. Hit me the baton, hit me the baton. Me and my aces, through adversity we chase it. It's our time now. Hit me the baton, hit me the baton, hit me the baton, hit me the baton. Talk to 'em.
Put my competitors on high alert.
Put my competitors on high alert.
I'm turning my blessing into the curse.
I'm turning my blessing into the curse.
Been a bad boy and I'm going to work. Restoring myself so I'm coming in first. Been a bad boy and I'm going to work. Restoring myself so I'm coming in first. Show 'em you fearless. Pull up like Billups. They got it twisted just like a Phillips. Shots from the bank, Uncle Phillip. They gotta feel us. Lock 'em down, baby, steal it. Fast break, windmill it. Baseline, jump a kill it. A fake bait, gotta reel 'em. Michael Jackson, this a thriller. Corner 3 or the alley. Move like John Spider Sally. They beat them boys out in Cali. But time passed to taste shine. They beat them boys out in Cali. Heart of a champion, with a shot like Rip Hamilton. Crossover dismantling, got a smile for the camera lens. Lindsey hunt him and damage him. Bill and Bill with them hands again. Gotta fight to win, gotta box him out just like Ryman did. Do what Wallace did, with Sheeta being championship ring when the season ends. Gotta please the fans, lace them up, mace them, make the place a rub, a gracious flush. For the win is the fate of luck. The spirit of Detroit when they facing us, like the microwaves, they heating up. Bad boys no policing us, like Zeke be tough, no crutch from the top of the TV clutch. Defense Joe D, that's us. Get up out your seats, we up, switch gears like a piston do. Stop and shoot, you got the cue. Free throw, gotta execute, no ref with who. Win or lose, get the best of you.
And when you knock me down, I'm getting back up. Cause when I step on the floor, you know your time's up. I'm on my way up and I'm not gonna stop. We headed straight to the top in the low. I gotta face it, I got no time to waste it. It's my time now.